Hey, what's up, people? Welcome to Strasbourg Steve for another watch along. Today, joined by Chloe as well. What's good, Chloe? How you doing? How you doing?
Oh yeah, hello. I've just sent the voice note to Prime. I'll be back.
No, it's
BRB.
all right. No worries. No worries.
I'm here, everyone.
No worries. But yeah, today we're doing Cagliari Calcio versus Fiorentina in the Serie A. We'll look quickly at the table situation in Serie A to see what's up with both of these teams. Cagliari recently promoted last season under former Chelsea manager Claudio Ranieri, who will be retiring at the end of the season. He kept Cagliari up this season against all odds, really. I didn't think that they would survive, but Ranieri knows this league extremely well. Got a great tune out of the players. Right now, currently, Cagliari sit on 36 points with one game left. They cannot get relegated, basically, because of head-to-head. So they are all set. They will be surviving in Serie A. And also Empoli, Udinese, Frosinone battling out for those final spots. Sassuolo already relegated, and Salernitana was relegated a fucking while ago. But yeah, so, and then on the other end of things, Fiorentina are currently in 8th place in Serie A under Vincenzo Italiano, 54 points. They've got 2 games left. They could finish on 60. They could possibly overtake Lazio if we lose to Sassuolo on what's it called on Sunday. So big game for Fiorentina. They need to get some points out of this, especially if they want to get that 7th spot, which in Italy now it is a European spot. Serie A could have potentially 6 Champions League teams as well. Napoli, Torino, Fiorentina kind of all trying to find a way to get into Europe. The top 6 are guaranteed of European places, basically. So Fiorentina do need to get a win here today, and it's inconsequential for Cagliari. So lineups for both these teams are as follows. Ranieri's chosen Simon Scaffet in goal for Cagliari, who's had a pretty good season. Gabriel Zappa, Yeri Mina, who used to be at Barcelona and Everton. Oh, it's not. Wait, Aubert. What is this? Adam Aubert. Okay, cool. 21-year-old Slovak center back starts instead of Mateusz Wojciech, a Polish international. Tommaso Augello starts at left back. Midfield 2 of Ibrahim Suleimana. Wait, this lineup is not correct. It's either this lineup incorrect or the one on Google isn't. So Oh no, yeah, the one that I had saved initially wasn't correct. Okay, cool. So Matteo Prati starts in midfield next to Alessandro Deola, and then a front 4 of Nathan Nandez, Uruguayan player. Nicolas Viola at the number 10, Zito Lavumbo, young Angolan forward on the left, and Gianluca Lapadula, formerly of Genoa, starts as striker. This is probably Cagliari's best team. Mancosu, Pantelis Chidzidiakos on the bench as well, Simone Aresti, Gaetano, Orestiano, Mateusz Wojciech. Oh, Nijmegen. They missed a chance there. Besiktas equalizer. Damn. Ibrahim Suleiman on the bench, Leonardo Pavoletti, Andrea Patagna, Paolo Azzi, Kingston Mutandawa, Eldor Shomorodolov, and Gianluca Gaetano and Alessandro De Padio on the bench. Meanwhile, for Fiorentina, big game coming up for them next Wednesday, Conference League final versus Olympiacos in Athens. Vincenzo Italiano has chosen this as his starting 11 for La Viola. Pietro Terracciano in goal, Dodo at right back, Nikola Malenkovic, Luca Ranieri, center back, Cristiano Biraghi at left back, midfield 2 of Rolando Mandragora and Gianluca Bonaventura, front 4 of Jonathan Icone on the right, Antonin Barak attacking midfield, what is it? Gaetano Castrovilli, who's been in good form recently, and Andrea Bailotti up top. And their bench is Artur Melo, Maxime Lopez, Lucas Beltran, Nico Gonzalez, who's a fantastic player, Mbala Nzola, Gino Infantino, Davide Faraoni, Lucas Martinez Quattra, Tommaso Martinelli, Alfred Duncan, Michael Coyote, Pietro Camuzzo, Oliver Christensen, Fabiano Parisi, and Christian Kouame. So a good bench for Fiorentina. Very, very good options. Very good options for Fiorentina. They built their squad terrifically well over the years. This isn't their best 11, but it's still a really good one. I think it has enough in the tank to beat Cagliari today and to get closer and closer to clinching European football for next season in the league for Fiorentina. So in terms of my predictions, what's good, Prime, by the way? What's good? How you doing? Fiorentina. There we go. Oh, Prime hopped in out. I'm going for a 2-1 Fiorentina win. Cagliari do keep it very competitive at home. They've gotten draws versus Juventus.
Why do you have? Never mind.
What's good? Oh, you know why? Because we're all logged into the same StreamYard, my StreamYard. So
I know.
Yeah. How you doing, Prime? How you
Wait,
doing?
what's going
Yeah.
on?
Happy. Listen, we won, people. We won.
Oh, was there two of me?
Nah, it's only
Yeah,
one of you.
because on StreamYard,
Oh.
it like when it
We won.
and it does that for me too. When we all log in.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say whenever I join, I have to change my Avi, otherwise it's
Yeah.
Sorry, how does it?
It's
How does it
actually
feel
here.
to be? How does it feel to be on the wrong side of history?
Oh right. Do you know what? Give me 5 minutes. I'll be ready to have this debate. I'm just sorting everything out. Hold on.
Prime,
It's not
any
great when I've won.
Prime, about the game, yeah. Do you know anything about Fiorentina? Have watched anything from them? Any thoughts? Got a
Fiorentina
good
for the
manager. Huh?
Fiorentina for the Calgary. Belotti.
Yep, Bellotti used to play for Torino and Roma. He's been decent for them this year. Bonaventura
Is that-
as well.
Is that Gabby Bonaventura?
Yeah, Giacomo. Yeah,
Oh,
Bonaventura.
okay.
Jack. He used to play. It's the same one you're thinking about. He used to play for AC Milan, like 6 years ago or something. So
Yeah.
have you've probably heard of Nzola for Angola, Mbala Nzola, the striker. I think you probably heard of Artur, who used to play for Barca and Juventus.
Oh,
He's on the-
Artemelo. Yeah, I like him.
I think he's good too. He's been very good.
Is that
for
the one that
Fiorentina.
played for Barca and Juve?
Yes. Same guy. Fiorentina got him on a free, I believe, or really cheap. He was also at Liverpool, that loan spell thing, which I knew was a bad move. It's like he don't fit the way that Liverpool wound up. It was just a weird signing.
It's weird because
Yeah,
that summer Chelsea probably should have got Artur and Liverpool should have got Saul. Stylistically, it would have made more sense. But,
yeah, I feel you. And then also, you've probably heard of Alfred Duncan, Ghanaian midfielder. He's pretty decent. He's on the bench. They actually got a really good squad. Like I said, Fiorentina have a really good squad.
Is this just a normal? Is this a Serie A game, right?
Yeah, Serie A game. Yeah.
So the league, okay.
Yeah, I'll show the league table again.
No, not the league table. Where can I watch this game?
It's in the thingy. Check the group chat. It's either on. In the UK, it says on 3 channels: Discovery Plus, TNT Sports 2. I don't know if you have either one of those. Where's Paramount Plus, bro? Oh, there it is. But yeah, and then Prime, you might know this Angolan kid, Lavumbo for Cagliari, who's pretty decent. He's like 19. And also, you know who Cagliari have? Yerry Mina. You'll know him.
Oh, West Ham guy.
Everton.
Yeah, so I meant. So wait, has he left Everton?
Yeah, he left Everton started this season, and then Cagliari signed him. Fiorentina didn't really want him, so Cagliari picked him up on a free. He's actually a really good defender, but like injuries have fucking ruined him. He's a Colombian national team like starter on lock, and he is whenever they play, whenever he's healthy. So, but yeah, should be a decent game. Yeah, big up Dreams. Warrior Jay's watching the Conference League final next week. Fairs. But yeah, so Fiorentina definitely need the points today if they want to get European football through the league. If they do win the Conference League, though, they would qualify for what's it called? If they win the Conference League, they automatically qualify for Europa League. So it kind of depends what happens there.
When's the Conference League? This Saturday.
No, next Wednesday. 6 days. Big up AD744 as well in the chat. And you know who manages Cagliari Prime?
Wait, what?
You glitched out for a sec. What'd you say?
So far apart.
Whatever. I was going to come on camera, but I can't find my Chelsea cap that I brought on holiday with me.
Bro, whatever works for you. Whatever works.
Yeah, nah. It's annoyed me.
Prime, what'd you say? Yesterday's final was a big surprise. I agree, bro. I thought it did a remarkable job.
Hello.
Oh, for Dusseldorf up 1-0.
Hello.
Yo, you there?
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do you guys know who manages Cagliari, by the way?
Nope.
This man.
Yeah, this is his last game in charge, isn't it? He's retiring.
Yeah.
Is that Ranieri? Yeah, Ranieri. He used to manage
Yes.
Leicester.
Yeah,
and
and Chelsea too.
He also used to manage Chelsea as well. So.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he managed Chelsea the year that Roman
Chelsea.
bought us, or a few years before.
Didn't he finish like second or third?
Yeah,
before
he was
Roman?
the first. He was the first
He
manager
did
under
good,
Roman. He
yes.
finished second. He was like 10 points off of the Invincibles, or 15 points off the Invincibles. Ranieri got sacked. Jose came in, and we won the league by record points total.
But weren't he the manager that won Leicester the Premier League?
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Does that not just go to show that it's not the manager, but it's the player? No. Bit of both,
Opposite.
maybe. Yeah, the opposite.
what
I'm
goes
not
to
making
show.
sense. This is what I was trying to say to Prime earlier about
That's
Lewis's
all right.
stream. That did not make sense because I worded my
No, but they
question.
did, Chloe. They did have some really good players, like N'Golo Kante. Obviously,
Yeah,
was a fucking
Yeah.
amazing player. And also, I mean, Vardy was very good.
But what I don't get. Okay,
But they were
what are you
favorites to
trying
go
to
down.
ask?
What was I trying to
hold on,
ask?
what are you trying to say?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Prime, if you found it on TV.
No.
yet. And I was,
Wait, can you guys hear me? Am I glitching out? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you right now. Yeah.
Okay. I want to know what Chloe's actually trying to say. What are you trying to say, Chloe?
Basically, right.
Oh,
It's gonna out. Do you know what? It's not gonna even out anyone who's watching this. So basically, I saw one of Lewis's replies earlier to someone saying, "Oh, we're not
No,
going to
not
judge
that.
McKenna."
I mean, in relation like with the Poch stuff. Are you actually trying?
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm trying to say, the reason that I got into a bit of a meltdown earlier was because I asked on stream. Well, I interrupted Klasrev to be like, "Look, let ask Lewis a question," and it's because I saw Lewis reply to someone earlier saying we can't judge McKenna off one season if he doesn't challenge Pep. So I asked Hugh-Sam earlier because Hugh-Sam knows a lot about what Lewis's expectations of the managers more than me. And I said to him, do you know what Lewis's expectations with Poch was? And it was to challenge Pep. So I said, when I heard
Good
Lewis
pick
then
up,
say earlier, oh, you can't judge him off one season for not challenging Pep, I said to him, why was you judging Poch too, but not McKenna? But apparently I worded it wrong, and he only wanted Poch to get top 4 with Chelsea. So that's what it was. Hugh-Sam basically told me bullshit. I don't know if it is bullshit though, or if Lewis has just switched up his ways, but yeah, that was it.
No, Husam is bullshitting you because Lewis never had
Yes.
Poch in a title race.
Okay, fair enough. But that's what I knew at the time. I asked Husam because I know he knows more about what Lewis wants in a manager than me. That's only why I went to him about it.
No,
So,
that's right.
yeah.
But no, he never
I
had
did
him in
say
a
on the
title race.
stream, to be fair, I did say on the stream, sorry, my bad, I got it wrong. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but I'm okay. But yeah, no,
yeah,
Lewis never had
I
that.
just get worked up over things. Just allow it, all right?
And besides, having us expecting like us to challenge for top 4 or get top 4 at the start of the season, like that's a fair ask. I had us
I don't think
challenging.
that's a fair ask.
I had us challenging, but finishing 6th or 8th because I assumed the inexperience in the squad will let Poch down. But in reality,
Oh yeah,
Poch
I
just
predict
won
us
it.
to finish 9.
Yeah.
I
We
said
could
7.
talk about. I was gonna say we could
Ooh.
talk about this. Are we doing a show later?
Yeah, we'll do it later. Yeri
Yeah,
Mina.
we could talk about this later on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Is Viola. What time are you guys at in the game? I'm at 1 minute.
I'm gonna. What channel is it on? Because
I'm
I've
at
got
2 minutes 24 seconds, 25, 26.
You're at
I've
224.
got I've got TNT on my laptop, but if I put it on my laptop, it'll make the stream lag. So I'm not sure what to do.
I mean, you're not
Get it
on
up on your
camera,
phone.
so it's only the audio. You should be fine, to be honest.
I'll try and get it on
your
my phone.
It's on TNT Sports 2 or the Discovery Plus app.
I'll try. I'll get it on my laptop and see what it
Or
does.
watch. You could. It's probably on Discord.
Is anyone streaming it on Discord? Because the only streamer server I'm on is Lewis's.
Casually FC, they always stream football games, so I might be on there.
Can you check? And if it is, can you put a link in the comments and I'll click on that? Because Discord seems to always be in time as well, not like 50 seconds behind.
There's Biragi. Ranieri back to Terracciano. Todo.
I'm looking forward to this stream tonight. It's been a while. I've got a lot.
Yeah,
I want.
facts.
Flipping
Bonaventura.
Are you back from Are you back from holiday?
I'm back in who?
Holiday.
Are you back from holiday?
Oh no, I'm still on holiday. But
Are you back from holiday?
No. I'm back on Saturday, but I've got nothing to do tonight, so I thought I'm there as well.
Smash the
I've
likes,
got-
by the way,
It's not
people, if you
on
haven't already.
Yeah, I've got enough signal to do a live stream, I think. Well, I mean, I joined Lewis's and I was fine, so.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Wait, where are
Thanks,
you?
guys.
I'm just in North Yorkshire, like near Middlesbrough. Whitby, Middlesbrough.
How far is that from Newcastle?
Do you know what? Not that far. There's a train from Whitby to Middlesbrough. It's an hour and a half, but to Newcastle's probably an hour extra. Really not that far.
A holiday to you is Yorkshire.
It's just where I grew. Well, not where I grew up, but as a kid, we would come here every year. So to me, yeah, it is a holiday. I've never been abroad. I'm terrified of flying. So
you can take the like all you have to do really is get to Europe and you're fine. Like you can take the can you not take the I don't know what it's called, but is there not like a train or something you can take to France?
Dodo?
Eurotunnel.
Yeah, take the Eurostar or take a ferry.
Yeah. Do you know where the soccer aid is?
Corner for.
Yeah, I had a holiday booked to Amsterdam for that weekend, but I cancelled it because Eden Hazard ball, and I've never seen him play, so I cancelled it. Amsterdam will be there the next day. Eden Hazard will probably get injured, so
Eden Hazard will play in so many more soccer raids. He'll be fine.
I don't give a shit. I cancelled my holiday to Amsterdam to see Eden Hazard. I don't care. That
What?
right. If you ask me what my top 3 Chelsea players were ever, Frank Lampard, Eden Hazard, and Ivanovic. So
What's funny is Hazard will barely play.
just Eden, I just don't. Amsterdam will be there in a few years' time. Eden Hazard might get castrated. You just don't know. Like it was worth cancelling the
He might
holiday
get
over.
castrated.
You don't know. At
Hold
City in
on. Do you
Amsterdam.
know? Do you know what
City level.
castration means? Do you know what castration means?
Yes, I do, but you just never know, do you? Like Amsterdam is still
What?
going to be there. Just trust.
I don't
right,
think.
right.
I don't think you know. I don't think you know what castration means. Why would that affect him playing football in a
Of course it
charity game?
would.
In a charity game, castration.
Right, just
Jesus Christ.
yeah, exactly what Steve said. Just Amsterdam will be there, perfectly fine,
Am I
right? The red
crazy?
light district will still
He
be
Hazard,
there.
man. I can't blame her. I can't blame
Wait,
Yeah,
am
the
I?
red
Am
light
I?
district
Am
will
I?
still be there. The
Am
bicycles
I?
will still be there. The Anne Frank Museum will still be there.
I?
The Dildo Museum will still be there. Eden Hazard might
Hey,
get.
yo. Hey, yo, pause. Hey,
Yeah,
yo.
I mean, there's no AO. It's Chloe. What do you expect?
A
But
dildo
anyway,
museum?
I was going to say, it's me.
why are you?
I'm on it.
Why are you
I'm
talking about?
just saying, right, Prime.
Mina.
At the
Clears
end
it.
of
Why are
the
you?
day, there is more chance. There's more chance
You're
Amsterdam will be in
Chloe.
its
You're now
fine
having. You're
colour.
having.
The
You're
next
arguing with me
day,
about something
Eden
else. You're
Hazard
not. You're
will be.
Chloe. You're arguing with me about something else completely right now.
Oh,
No,
Cagliari
I'm
on the
not
break.
that
I mean,
if I
you are. You're talking about something else right now.
Good
no,
cross. Had it.
I-
Ooh.
if I had still gone to Amsterdam and Eden Hazard played that match, there's a chance he would have an ACL injury. I won't be able to play for another soccer aid for years. So I'm sorry, Amsterdam will still be there. I can still go in a few
All right,
months'
cool.
time. As a Chelsea fan,
You're still having a different discussion than what I'm having.
let's
That's why I said
just
you're
let's
too
just have
different.
this
You're not.
debate later. Let's just
I'm
have
not
this
debating.
debate.
You're. Do you even know
Let's
what
have
I'm
it
talking
later.
about? Do you know what I'm
Extremely
talking about?
Well,
Do you
you
even know
made
what
it
I'm
sound
talking
like
about?
I sound.
Do you even know what I'm
You
talking
made
Ooh,
it
about?
sound
ooh.
like I was dumb for cancelling my
Hernandez.
holiday to Amsterdam to
No, I
watch.
didn't say you. No, I didn't say you were dumb. You don't know what I'm
Hernandez
talking about.
cross. Ooh.
All right, we'll talk about it later. Let's do this watch along.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Dodo. Good work from the Fumbo. Angolan international, 19 years
Is that
old.
a fat Frank Lampard you've got as your Avi?
Cross
You wanna
in.
talk about it later.
Yo, these crosses from Cagliari are really good. They're testing them in the air. Cagliari are actually
Right,
really good.
I need to actually get this match up. Right, hold on. Where's my what's it called? Sky
TNT
Plus. Yeah, my TNT's on Sky, so hold on.
Oh, cool.
Bear with. If I start lagging, just bear with.
Ah, cool. What time are you at Prime in the game?
9 minutes, 10 seconds.
I gotta turn up your volume, Prime. You're always so quiet. There we go.
Oh no, he's quite loud
You
to
can't,
me.
well, you can't hear me.
No,
I
it's just
can.
quiet, but I'm deaf, so don't take it seriously. Oh, that's a good ball through. Lapadula chasing it. Tereciano claims it. I don't know what Copa America streams I'm doing yet because I work nights. So I'll try to do Friday night, Saturday night streams, or if it's earlier in the day. But it just depends, really. Yeah, I'll do some Copa America ones. I don't know yet though which ones. Lavombo.
What did you say it was on? TNT Sports
TNT
what?
TNT Sports 2.
Okay, hold on. Bear with me a sec. What? Nah, my Sky app's moving mad. Don't do this to me. It's not letting me go down. I'm gonna go on browse, see what that does.
Dodo's gonna take this throw in.
Chloe, question.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Terracciano.
I said yes or no. You can't hear me?
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
Ask it again.
Okay.
I didn't hear you.
No, I just asked, did she hear me? You
Yeah,
mentioned
I-
castration. Do you know what that word actually means?
Kind of, yeah.
Because why would that? And that's the discussion I was trying to have. Why would that affect him playing football?
Let me just reiterate myself. Hold on.
Go ball through Icone. Icone. That's a cross over to Biraghi. Biraghi. Good work
There
there.
you go. Yeah, right. So you're probably thinking that I mean castration in terms of the
Nuts.
balls being removed from a man. Yeah. I mean it in the terms of the ability to no, I mean in the ability to be deprived of power, vitality, or vigor.
Vigor.
That's why I
Either way-
asked you. That's why I asked you. What do you mean by castration? Because that's still in relation to a man's.
Well, yeah, either
balls.
way, it would be very hard for Eden Hazard to play football if he played the day after he got his ball removed.
I don't
why
think
would you?
that wouldn't affect you like what sport and stuff for one, and two, like that's a wild example to you.
I'm just
Like,
saying, like,
I don't have a problem with you like stopping your holiday to watch Hazard. That's cool, but like using castration, that's why I asked you. Do you know what it means?
yeah, no, I get you very much, but either way,
That was my point. I wasn't having an argument
like,
about your holiday. I didn't
like,
care about that.
either way, me putting this stream on for the football is making this stream lag very badly, so I'm gonna try and get it on my phone.
All right, cool. Biraghi cross
Why
box prime.
don't you just log into one of the betting apps that's on there? That's where I'm watching.
Because I tried that, and it's still anything I put on my laptop, it'll make this stream lag. Cause I've got a shit laptop, so
Why don't you just do stream out on your phone? Big up Anthony LaFleur.
It drains my battery. Like it'll go down 5% within a minute.
Plus
It's
in.
Italian teams in the Champions League. Actually. Interesting.
I'll just get. Is anyone streaming it on Discord?
No, not the Discords I'm in. No.
I'll just be here for the vibes. Once again, I'll be here for the vibes. I'll shut up until.
Prime, what time are you at in the game so we could sync up?
Well, finally, she'll shut up. Anyways, 13 minutes, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds. 16.
You want to pause it like 13:30? Because I'm behind you.
I'm here for the vibes. Let me change my thing again too.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it like on the app. I can't pause it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't worry, I won't spoil it or anything. It's fine.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Here's Albert. Scoffet. Simon Scoffet. Goes long. What do you think of the game so far?
Are you feeling better? Are you still sick?
Am I still sick?
Yes. Are you feeling better?
I've still got a cough, but other than that, yeah, I'm fine. I'm
what do I think of the game? Meh.
Yeah, game
Nothing
so
really
far.
happened.
So far behind. Fucking hell. Why is there two of me?
Don't worry, there won't be.
Minutes applause for Davide Astori, who passed away for Fiorentina a few years ago. Nice move for Cagliari. Biraghi's going to take this throw in here. Here's Yerry Mina. Yerry Mina. Pass. Couldn't get settled.
Is Prime having a fit to you, or is it just me?
Prime, you're glitching, bro. Here's, What? You good? Good ball, looking for Lapadula. Nothing there.
I've actually got tears in my eyes.
I don't get what's funny about yawning. But
Your audio's glitching, or you're like, bro, what the fuck was that?
You'll
I
understand.
yawn. I don't get what's funny.
Oh,
I
you
yawn.
yawned?
Yeah.
You'll understand if you watch the stream back.
Facts. Big up to Ranieri. He did the same. You know what? Ranieri in the 80s, actually. Claudio Ranieri in the 80s took Cagliari from Serie C to strike from Viola.
I mean,
Nothing there.
okay. You can laugh about me yawning. It's fine, I guess.
The best impression I could give is your mic kept going.
No, my mic wasn't doing that. I was just yawning.
Yeah, well, your internet was doing that then.
That was a good settle there from Lapadula.
Okay, I guess.
Here's Cagliari back on the ball. Ranieri, Milenkovic, Andragora.
Is my
Ranieri.
signal all right? Can you hear me perfectly fine?
Yeah.
I've got... Okay, cool.
Castrovilli. Good work from Castrovilli.
Did Chloe say something?
Nandez bodies him.
What, Prime? I know you're being sarcastic there.
Try and go through the middle. No. Scoffet collects. Zappa.
Did she
Gabriel
say something?
Zappa.
No? Okay.
You're just
No,
being...
where-
Prime, it's your internet, not mine.
Well, we can't hear you, but okay.
Wait, turn on your camera, Prime. Are you glitching?
gonna
Like,
say,
because
Steve,
it's so much
Steve-
easier to have a conversation with people when they have their cameras on. I'm not even
Steve, I can hear you perfectly, bro.
Yeah.
No, but Steve said he can hear me perfectly fine.
Yeah. I can hear Prime though fine. What's up, Chloe?
I would
Listen,
on fully
listen.
face, but I don't know where my cap's gone. Hold on.
Oh.
I don't know where my Chelsea cap's gone. It's really annoying me.
I don't want to put my camera on because, well,
You don't have to. I'm just saying it. Like,
what the fuck just happened?
Scuffet goes along. Header. A lot of the ball being played in the air so far in this game.
Then people let me
Cagliari,
know in
like-
the comments if you heard my cough perfectly fine then, because then that'll give a good indicator if it's me that's lagging. Because
Chloe-
Steve's not lagging.
Did Chloe speak?
It's just Brian lagging.
By the way, Ranieri's playing some
I'm not.
amazing.
People keep saying I'm lagging, but I can hear Steve perfectly. I'm not lagging at all.
He's just trolling.
That's because I've dyed my hair, Matt. That's because I've dyed my
Yes.
hair. I've not got purple hair anymore.
Yeah.
That photo was taken in December.
The rumors of Paulo Fonseca being the guy to replace Pioli.
That's almost nothing like their picture.
I'll give him a chance
Hey, man,
to
you know.
point to prove that he can win trophies at a big club like AC Milan. I think Fonseca's a really good appointment because I think Liverpool should have, like, if they didn't go for Slot, I think they should have gone for him. I think they should, like, Fonseca's a really good manager. Header! Oh, what a save, Scoffet! What a good save with the left hand. Diving.
Oh, Steve's only now seeing that header. Keep up, Steve.
Monak. Huh?
It's purple. I thought it was black hair.
No, I used to have black and purple hair, which is what's in my photo right now, but I currently have brown and orange at the front. I have brown with orange at the front instead.
Basically, Chloe's hair is a rainbow.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Right. So in that photo that you can see right now, black with purple at the front. Now I have brown with orange at the front. That's why it looks different.
Milenkovic. Fiorentina trying to go
I
long
always dye
here.
my
Good
hair,
defense from
FYI.
Zappa. Good defense, Zappa.
The next manager will be decided by June 1st.
Interesting.
I've seen earlier that
Okay.
Chelsea
No
want a
one react to
manager
that then. That's fine.
by the end of the week.
No.
So what's the end of the
Chloe's hair changes
week?
colors like the
No
Allianz
one's going to
Arena.
react to what I said. No.
That's true.
You're not.
No, do you know what
You're
that,
not-
that is
you're not
actually so
reacting to what I
funny? There
said?
was a TikTok trend.
No.
No, fine. There was a TikTok trend
Foul.
where you had to describe your best friend as football things. And my best friend said if I was the stadium, it'd be the Allianz Arena. That's what they said. Because I changed my hair colour.
No
The
one's
thing
gonna.
is,
So
I
no one's
said the
gonna.
new camp because I'm broken as fuck. But I took their compliment. I took their compliment.
No
Or
one's
Old
gonna.
Trafford.
You guys can't hear me? No.
Foul.
Why
Yeah,
just
we
being
can.
ignored?
It's just we're choosing to react to other things.
So just people just ignore me. Okay.
I'm trying to watch the game, bro. That's what I'm trying to do.
Why would you be the new camp?
Because I'm broken as
That
fuck.
wouldn't make sense.
That's what I said.
No, that's Old Trafford. That's more broken.
That wouldn't make sense. The new Barcelona are broke. They're not broken.
And also, the new camp's getting renovated. The new camp is being renovated as well.
Me and Husam are each other's number one best friend on Snapchat.
Ooh.
How cute.
Cross
How
in.
cute.
Oh, Tertiano dropped it. Ooh. Collects it.
The way you say his name.
Husam.
Husam.
That's how you pronounce it.
No, it's no. If you want, do you want to know how to pronounce Husam's name?
There we go. Yeah, okay, go on.
Husam.
Husam.
No. You have to Husam.
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 Husam. Husam.
Husam. Yeah.
No,
Husam.
but he's never been offended when I've said Husam.
Husam.
I mean, I used to pronounce it Husam. Now I'm more Husam.
No, it's the hue that's not. It's who.
So it's who. It's more like
Who.
who.
Husam.
Husam.
Yes. Hughes.
Ah. Okay, got it. I've got it.
Trying to go long. Dodo intercepts. Good turn from
No. Go back to calling him Husam.
Husam. Ah.
Husam. Hue would be Hue, like a hue of
Oh, come on.
paint. Deola.
Oh, come on.
Barak.
It still made sense.
Barak. Good pass to middle. Bonaventura. Bonaventura over to the right. Husam. Icone.
I can't wait for us.
Icone taking on Angelo. Cross in. Corner for Fiorentina.
There you are. There you are.
There you are. There you are.
There you are.
There you are.
There you are.
There you are.
Thing is, he will say that to nothing that makes sense. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, Liverpool are going to win the league this season." He'll just be like, "There you are."
Oh,
what
what
I
I say?
You can't wait for what?
There you are. There you are. Cross in Biragi. Scoffet.
What is it you can't wait for?
Nothing. I didn't say anything about can't wait for.
Oh,
Okay.
Check this the post.
Okay.
Your
I'm just-
Wi-Fi
I'm
is
just-
so far behind.
You did.
No, he just
and then you went on to
I
talk
just
about
an
Hussam.
observation from my son is playing.
I'm not far behind. I can hear everything people are saying. It's just people. It's just I'm being
we're not
ignored.
ignoring you.
It's just I'm being
No, you're
ignored.
not being ignored. You're genuinely not. I can't hear you because your Wi-Fi is so far behind.
No.
We can't hear you talking. talking at all.
Biraghi, Ranieri, Terracciano. Fiorentina trying to get some momentum going. But Cagliari doing a good job breaking up momentum. Ranieri, Milenkovic, Mandragora dropping back. Bonaventura. Nice little move there, Bonaventura, to fake out Luvumbo. Here's Dodo. Dodo. Nice move to get her around Ogelo. Dodo.
I'm just going to go and show my mum something. BRB.
Yeah, you're good, Claude. Good. Prime, what's up? Here's Luvumbo for Cagliari on the left. Milenkovic defending. Luvumbo tries to get across and blocked. Corner for Cagliari. Good drive there from Luvumbo. I like this Luvumbo kid for Cagliari. I think he could be a decent player. Angola definitely got like a nice core of players. They're decent.
I haven't said anything. I haven't said anything.
Whoa! Cagliari,
Who will
that's
be the main transfer window?
Prime. What are you saying?
Who will be the main topic of the transfer window? Quite a few. The new Chelsea manager, Victor Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen, Liverpool signing players, Man United and Ineos, and their new manager. There's a lot of talking points in the transfer window. Arsenal signing a striker.
I don't think they will sign a striker, you know.
Nor do I. I think they'll sign another forward, an inside forward, but not a striker.
Yeah.
Because Arteta doesn't want a. Arsenal fans are deluded into thinking that they need a striker. They don't. They need another.
No, they do need a striker, but Arteta thinks he doesn't.
No, the way Arsenal play, a striker will be useless. They don't need a striker. What they need is. Can I finish? What they need is one or two inside forwards, goal scoring inside forwards, because Martinelli and Saka are not good enough to carry it on their own.
Well, that's a good ball. Lapadula. Milenkovic chasing Lapadula. Lapadula. Luvumbo! Corner
that's something that people just don't talk about. Everyone's talking about a striker. If Arsenal just get more inside, better, maybe inside forwards, then they would get more goals.
Do you think they're fine with Havertz up top?
Well, it works in their system, so.
I think you could get a better footballer, though.
Yes, but ultimately they need more goals from their wide men.
Also, centrally, you'd always take more.
The way Arsenal play, like, how much more goals are you going to get from your central guy?
Like if they, you know who, and people have different opinions on. And you know me about this player, Jonathan David would fit them perfectly. That's who they need.
No, they need
Better?
like.
Oh, what is that? Whoa!
Oh, Steve is really far. Steve's really far behind.
Yeah. Did you see that save though a few seconds ago from Terracciano?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a
no. What Arsenal? I saw that like a minute ago.
A good save though.
But yeah, no. What Arsenal need is like Arsenal need inside forwards that can compete or even overtake Martinelli and Saka. They need big game players. If they have that, I think that actually helps them. Getting another striker just for the sake of getting a striker doesn't help them if they're not going to facilitate the strike.
You know who Arsenal should sign? Chiesa.
That's just small thing.
They should sign Chiesa. 100%.
He doesn't suit the way Arsenal play.
Really?
Chiesa likes picking up the ball, running at people, and being a nuisance. Yeah? Arsenal don't play that way with their wide men. Martinelli and Saka Saka, how many times do you actually see them pick up the ball and drive?
Saka likes to cut inside.
They don't do it often. Because that's not the style.
Don't you think that could?
not
Don't you
so-
think that could? Okay, but all right, here's my point about Chiesa. You know how Allegri plays. I've seen Chiesa play as a second striker. That's not his best skill set. Like that's not or his best
Mhm.
position. Like Allegri attacking wise, dead manager.
Yeah.
And I've seen him thrive
Yeah.
under that. So I think if you played him right wing, rotate him with Saka, first of all, then Saka could finally get a rest. Second of all, Chiesa,
He's better off
he
the
has
left,
injury
though.
problems. He has injury,
He's
huh?
better off the left.
No,
He's
he's
better
not
off the
right.
left.
You think he's better off the left?
Bro, I've watched Chiesa. I rate him, but it doesn't suit Arsenal's. It'd be a waste of money. It doesn't suit Arsenal's.
Who do you think? If Chiesa left Juventus, who do you think would?
And
suit
what
the
Arsenal
way-
need right now, they need players that come into their first 11 to take them over the line.
Would you? Do you think Chiesa would suit Chelsea?
I don't know because I don't know what manager we're getting.
All right, cool. What about Aston Villa?
Or at least I have an idea what manager we're getting. But like until one's announced, then there's no point in talking about players.
Right. No, but I'm asking you. Okay, where do you
I
think
rate
Chiesa
Chiesa,
would?
but he's just the wrong move for
Oh
Arsenal.
no, I know you do. I know you
What
do.
Arsenal
What I'm
need,
trying to.
like I think Lookman to be fair starting for Arsenal off the left. They need another right winger for Saka.
They do need a right wing.
People say Elise. I mean, fair enough. He would add more creativity.
Yeah.
Arsenal are just going to waste. Arsenal are just going to waste money on another striker, and it's not really going to work out.
They need someone like João Pedro at Brighton or David.
Ooh, what, João Pedro?
Yeah, Brighton. I like him a lot.
What, like a false nine?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Mid.
I don't know. I don't think they need another false nine.
He's a way better Jesus. A way better Jesus.
Yeah, but I don't think they. But their priority should be inside forwards. They don't need another false nine, because Arsenal will buy say a Pedro or a Jonathan David, and it still won't be enough because they won't get enough goals.
Lavumbo.
Sorry. Yeah, it still won't be enough because Arsenal still won't get enough goals. Arsenal need difference makers up top. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Do you think what if Chiesa went to Liverpool? Lavumbo. Yeah. Cagliari getting some good chances here, you know. Good hold-up play, Lavumbo. Lavumbo's had a good game today. 77 for Fiorentina. Oh, Chloe dipped for a minute. Who do I think's winning the Conference League final? I don't know. You know what it is? I might go with Olympiacos because I think matchup-wise, Cagliari do struggle when teams press them under pressure. Fiorentina like to be in control, physically dominate, and they like smooth flow to games. Like Cagliari are in this game because they're breaking up the flow of play, and they're getting good chances off quickly. Cagliari ain't even pressing like crazy, but Mendelebar has Olympiacos pressing like crazy, and they do have some difference makers as well. Podence is a really good player. They have this midfielder who's Greek, who's been very good for a few years now for Olympiacos. I think Olympiacos might win that in extra time or on penalties or something. Yeah, they've got Ayub El Kabari as well. So I'll go Olympiacos. personally. Oh, Prime dipped. He'll be back in a minute, I think. I think Fiorentina are favorites, but I just think stylistically, it's going to be a bit of a headache for Fiorentina to deal with Olympiacos. But here's Castrovilli. But what goes in Fiorentina's favor for that game is their depth off the bench is very good. Fiorentina's depth. Chloe's back too. There we are.
Surely we do need Kai if he gets a season-long injury.
Yeah,
Kai
you need
Havertz
depth.
has not had a major injury in his career. So, like, there's no saying if he gets injured, like, he's not going to.
No, but Prime, you still have to have squad depth.
But they do have squad depth. They have Kai and Jesus.
Jesus is not good enough.
I don't know.
If they want to be a
just
Premier League,
yeah. We're talking about Arsenal's forward line. I'm just looking at it as everyone keeps talking about Arsenal needing a striker, but no one's realizing that Arsenal's inside forwards, like, you can't rely on Saka and Martinelli.
Do you think Trossard's good enough for them?
I think Trossard should play more games, yeah.
And Martin, I agree with that too. I like Trossard a lot.
But he's a great impact sub, which fair enough. But I think with Saka and Martinelli, they need competition.
They need to facilitate. They need to buy a midfielder that facilitates more offensive, that gets Martinelli involved in more games. Because that's what Xhaka did. To be fair,
from the left-hand side, yeah.
That's
but
what
the
Xhaka
thing is,
did.
if they buy Jonathan David, he's not going to be the difference maker in them winning the league. You know,
I don't think. Look, go on.
Because what is affecting Arsenal is goals.
Yeah, David scores goals.
But the way Arsenal play will not work to David scoring the goals.
You don't.
Arsenal's final ball results in their inside forward scoring. So it then makes sense to get inside forwards that are clinical, that can get goals. That's my thinking.
Yeah, and I'm saying David is a good enough footballer, like playmaking wise, link up play, physicality. He can move. He can run the channels. I'm saying it would facilitate. And again, I agree with you. They need to buy a right winger so they can rotate with Saka.
On the left winger.
And a midfielder on the left that, again, like a Xhaka, that can facilitate more offensive play on the left. Because Martinelli, I don't think Martinelli's been good enough for them this season.
Which is why I keep saying they need inside forwards. If Arsenal end the window and the only forward player they've bought is David, they're not winning the league again.
No, but I don't think they're winning the league regardless.
Yeah, but
they will compete.
I think true, but I think what takes them closer is getting one or two inside forwards. Oh wow.
Who would you suggest?
Lookman.
Okay.
Is that only because of last night?
Lookman can play left and right.
No, Lookman's been brilliant this season.
I've seen a lot of
this calendar year in particular, and I think he would suit Arsenal.
I've seen a lot of people say they want Amorim because of last night specifically.
They want Amorim because of last night.
Yeah.
Oh, what a goal!
Amorim calls until last night for Chelsea, not one.
Amorim wasn't playing last night. Amorim wasn't managing last night.
No, Lookman.
Oh, Lookman. Well, Lookman to Arsenal would work. He would cost like what, 40 mil or something?
Yeah, 40.
I don't know anything about Lookman personally, but all I can say is from Chelsea fans, I only saw calls for him last night because of what he was doing.
Chloe, you and I know Chelsea fans. Most of them don't know anything really. But I've watched them.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, well, I've watched him. Like he would suit Arsenal. He can actually get goals. He actually turns up in big games as well. Arsenal don't have a difference maker consistently. big
Well,
games. They
doesn't
need a lot of
Chelsea
them.
need that as well, though?
What a goal, by the way,
Oh
Bonaventura.
yeah,
Prime,
but
you see that?
I don't think. Oh, that's a quality goal by Bonaventura. I don't think Chelsea should be. Or at least for me
Beautiful goal.
personally, I'm not. I don't care about players until we get the
Yeah,
manager.
these things that I want to mention are for more the show later than this watch along. I can't. I've got a lot I want to say
Yeah,
later.
but in terms of the question for Arsenal, Lookman, he can play either flank, but mainly off the left. Yeah, Prime knows
Play
that.
right too.
In terms of a right winger, I don't really know. I think Elise would be a lot of money for a backup player. Uh, I think Arsenal.
No, punch
Oh,
out, man. Hold on.
I
Listen,
think
Yeah,
yeah.
Lookman was killing.
I
it, man.
think
He's a-
I think you know, how do I word it? I think Arsenal can be smarter than. Well, again, at this point, is it about even being smart? Just spend the money. So
Yes, exactly, Prime. That's,
According-
yeah. I think they should go for
Arsenal's
at least
biggest-
100%.
Arsenal's biggest problem. Arsenal fans never mention this. Their biggest problem is not necessarily just it's about buying players. It's about offloading. This is like 3-4 summers on the bounce that Jesus is still there. Not Jesus.
Emil Smith Rowe.
Nketiah is still there. Luis Nelson's still there. They've got a lot of deadwood that they just don't
Smith
sell.
Rowe as well. Arteta don't play Smith.
So that's Arsenal's that's Arsenal's
Prime.
biggest problem. What?
Prime. I would take Smith Rowe at Newcastle. What do you think about that?
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Would you take Gallagher?
He's not good enough for Sneak.
Not Gallagher's biggest fan.
Gallagher would be a better. Gallagher is a better signing than Smith Rowe.
I was just gonna
Okay,
say,
but
Gallagher
Prime. We need creativity in Newcastle's midfield. Smith Rowe gives
Cool.
us that.
Buy a better player than Smith Rowe.
Yeah, no.
No, but okay. So
give you that.
here's the thing. Would you rather have a Newcastle's bench? Would you rather have
Oh.
Longstaff or would you rather have
Oh,
Smith
wow.
Rowe?
They don't play the same
Longstaff.
position, really. They don't play the same position.
Yes. I would get it different, but what I'm saying is we need to upgrade our squad, Newcastle.
Okay, get a better player than Smith Rowe.
Who would you go for instead then? Oh, Bellotti,
In terms
good
of
ball
that-
to Dodo.
In terms of like a creative attacker, like a forward, find a
No,
better player
no,
than Smith Rowe. They're out there.
Biraghi, Castrovilli. Oh, how did he miss that? How did he fucking miss that?
According to reports, you're in for Pedro Neto.
Who?
Or no, sorry. You're looking to sell two. We're looking to sell 7 players. Those reports have been going for like time. I think you sell Ramsdale, Tierney, and Sambi. The rest will stay. Sean Longstaff has been criticizing him a lot.
I've been
Yeah, but
criticizing
again, like,
poor.
who cares if Smith Rowe's better?
What do you mean? Who cares?
You're comparing Smith Rowe to Longstaff. They don't play the same position for one, and
No,
two.
what- okay.
You can get better.
Okay, what about because Longstaff is box to box. So box to box midfield is I know Smith Rowe isn't one of them. He'd be more of an 8, right?
He'd
Like
be
an
10
advanced
or a
8.
winger. Yeah, get 10 or a winger.
Yes. So I would rather have players like him, who I know he is a good player, not an amazing. He's good. He's a far better player quality wise than Longstaff. I agree. I wouldn't play
Okay.
Smith Rowe box to box.
But who cares? Get a better player than Smith Rowe.
All right. So who would you suggest?
Steve, you watch more football than me. You can find a better player than Smith Rowe.
Okay. Ederson at Atalanta. I would take him. We were linked with him in
Okay.
January.
Okay.
He is galaxies above Longstaff.
But you keep talking about Longstaff. I don't care about Longstaff.
No, but I do Prime because I don't want to rely on him anymore.
I
when we
know.
have
So
injuries.
upgrade. Yeah. So upgrade your first 11.
Yes.
Smith Rowe is not an upgrade.
Yes, he is.
Not really, no.
He totally is. What are we talking about?
What is Newcastle's midfield three and starting front three last season? Like assuming everyone's fit.
If everyone's fit, it picks itself. Bruno
What's your midfield
Guimaraes,
three?
Joe Ellington, and Tonali.
No, but excluding Tonali because he's suspended.
Well, but that's what the midfield three will be next season, and that's what it was going to be.
And what's okay? And yeah, but he's suspended, so he's not included in this.
No. He's coming back next season, bro. He can play.
Oh, okay. And
day
what's your
one.
front three? What's your front three?
Right now, the best front three that I can put together is Harvey Barnes left wing, Isak striker, Gordon on the right.
Okay, Smith Rowe doesn't start in that team.
That's fine.
Do you not want a better player than Smith Rowe off the bench?
Yes, but I'm
so
saying
why are you naming Smith
a
Rowe?
good option.
There are better options out there.
Where do you think Smith Rowe should go then if they sell him? Where would be like his level, would you say?
Like a mid-table club or maybe a
West Ham?
Bottom of the table. Yes. Oh, West Ham may be too high.
I'd take Gustavo Hammer 100%.
Like a West Ham, yeah.
All day, every day, I'm taking Gustavo Hammer. That's a good bench. That's
there
a
you
very
go.
good spot there.
We trust Tonali.
Yeah, I would take Hammer over.
Tonali, people, bro, if he didn't get suspended, Tonali, he would have been in for player of the season, bro. Or for team of the season. Bro, he is so
For real?
He is so good. People don't know how good this guy is, bro. He is so good.
Me and you do though. Yeah.
And what's funny is Eddie Howe was using him out of position. He's not a goal scoring midfielder.
Oh yeah,
and he was still bagging up goal. He was so good, bro. I'd swap him for any of my midfielders in a heartbeat. Oh.
But yes, I do trust Tonali to perform. He's an excellent player. The suspension is what it is, but he's back after he can start game week 1 next season.
I'd swap Enzo, man.
I wouldn't.
I would.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you mean you would swap Enzo?
I wouldn't.
For Tonali, I'd swap Enzo, man.
No! What the fuck?
Bro, you don't know how good.
Lapadula 1-1.
What? Do you not know
Cagliari.
how Enzo performed for us before he had his hernia?
Offside.
Okay.
The way that people look at Cole Palmer this season is the way that people look at Enzo, maybe not as much last season. Enzo was so good for us not the season just gone, obviously, the season before. What are you saying at? I would rate, right, no, to put it in perspective, the Enzo we had, 22-23, is better than Conor Gallagher.
I mean, obviously he's better than Gallagher, but Chloe, that's a great story.
Season, only that season.
I know. Yes, he's better. That's a great story, great fairy tale. But I live in reality, and in reality, I'm swapping Tonali for Enzo.
Okay, so Chloe, the reason why I'm taking, and someone who's watched Tonali for years, and I've watched Enzo, I watched him a little bit in Argentina, and at Benfica, I support them, so I watched him all the fucking time. Look, Enzo is a player where you have to build around him, and you'll do a good job. But if you don't have the players or manager facilitate that, that's where the problem lies. Hold on. 2 seconds.
Okay.
With Tonali, like Prime said, Howe was playing him out of position because he has so many good qualities to him, regardless of the manager.
Yeah.
So, bro, and also Tonali's like a bit older than Enzo. He's like seasoned and experienced. And Enzo will learn and grow in time. Like Enzo, like he's still very young. He will grow and learn in time, and that's all great. I'm not saying Enzo's a bad player. I do rate Enzo, even though Chelsea fans do overrate him. However, Tonali is the ready-made product. I've been watching Tonali for years, literally years.
I want to let you two explain it before I make my point.
Bro, I'm not disrespecting Enzo, by the way. Like, I like him, and I think we need to get the best out of him. However, I'm taking Tonali.
this is where it's tough for me in terms of Poch in, Poch out, because do you not think it's better if the manager has more of an input in what squad he wants? He knows himself what tactics he wants to play, so therefore he will know what type of players he wants. This is why I don't agree with the board knowing everything about what players we should sign. They're not managers, they're directors.
Chloe,
Okay,
can I,
wait,
can I just
hold
fill
on,
you
hold
in?
on. Because as a Chelsea fan, like I'll discuss this. Like, I hear what you're saying, Chloe, but like he's not brought in as a manager. He was brought in as a coach for one. Two, he has
What's the
had
difference?
a coach is here to coach. A manager has more control.
Think about it like this, Chloe. Think about
Sir
like
Alex
this, Chloe.
Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson is a manager. Wenger is a manager. Ancelotti is a coach. Ancelotti is a coach at Real Madrid. He doesn't have
both.
like.
To be fair, he's both.
Really?
He's prime. He's a very good manager.
No, Steve. I'm not disrespecting Ancelotti, but I'm just saying like.
I know you're not.
Ancelotti doesn't have the control Fergie has, is what I mean.
He doesn't.
That's what I'm comparing it to. That's what I'm comparing it to.
Oh.
Fergie had the full control. Wenger had the full control. Ancelotti doesn't. And what the owners want, is they want a manager that will work with the scouts when it comes to finding and picking players. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with doing that.
It's halftime.
No, there isn't.
Wait. Hold on, Chloe. There's nothing wrong with doing that. With Man City, Pep, it's not as if Pep snaps his fingers and says, I want this player, and there's no discussion about it. Like, they come to sort of conclusion. Pep has said he wanted a few players. Pep wanted Jorginho. We signed him. Man City scouted, and they found Rodri. Man City wanted Maguire. Man United got him. And they found it. They found what's his name, Diaz. Like that's what you do. Pep Poch has complained. Yeah, but Poch has complained this summer, but this season, but yet he's been given control. He said he wanted a more physical midfielder. We spent the majority of the summer chasing Ugarte. The only reason we didn't sign him is because his wages was ridiculous and we weren't willing to give into that. That's why we ended up buying.
Yeah, so that wasn't Poch's fault.
But Poch said he wasn't backed. We backed him. We bought Oguchukwu for Poch.
We backed him, but it wasn't his fault directly that we didn't get Ugarte.
I didn't say it was Poch's fault.
Yeah, no one did.
I know you didn't, but you also made it clear that it was the opposite.
I'm making it clear that we've been backing. No,
Chloe, here's a great example.
Hold on. Poch is being backed because if Poch was such a yes man and we weren't backing him, then Cagliari would not play anywhere near the amount of minutes he has this season.
Yeah, but I don't get how you can say we didn't get Ugarte because of the directors and then blame Poch for why our midfield was not as good. If Poch wanted...
What do you mean blaming Poch for why our midfield is not as good?
Because Poch wanted Ugarte and he didn't get him because of the directors.
We didn't get Ugarte because of the wage demands. It was ridiculous.
That's not Poch's fault, though, is it?
Chloe, I didn't blame Poch for that. However, it is Poch's fault that Chilwell's playing left wing.
Fair enough, it's Poch's fault that Chilwell plays Swift. It's Poch's fault that Colwell played left back. It's Poch's fault this, and this. It's also our players' fault that we didn't finish chances, right?
Yes, it is our players' fault we didn't finish chances. Like, Chloe, I don't want you to think that we've blamed everything on Poch. We haven't. But like, people shouldn't behave as if Poch is blameless. Or as if Poch's faults don't matter.
I was Poch'd out at one point, so yes, I understand that it was some of Poch's fault, but you can't say he's not improved either. I would agree with them.
When has he improved?
I would agree with them sacking Poch a few months ago. Fair enough. I'm like, yeah, he's been shit But he's improved now. You can't.
He
sack
hasn't,
him now.
Chloe. Five games.
You will
5 games
never.
is not
You
improvement.
will
5 games is not
You
improvement.
will never get stability on the pitch if there's no stability off the pitch. You won't.
I agree with
You
you. That's why you get a better manager to bring you stability.
No, this is why you keep with the manager who's got us from 12 to 6 in one season. Of
He
course you
didn't
would.
wait. How did he get us from 12?
Games. He has
How
lost
did he
2
get us
games
from
in
12?
16 matches.
How did he get us from
Not
12 to
logic.
6? How did he get us from 12 to 6?
With his tactical genius, and I won't sit here and say there hasn't been individual brilliance.
When-
There has, but he has also
when-
been the reason for why we've won matches.
How did he get us from 12 to 6?
By tactical, well, not tactical brilliance.
No. You said from 12. When? How did he get us from 12 to 6?
By winning his matches. You can't, like, some of it, like I've just said.
No.
It's been-
Hold on. When were we 12? When were we 12?
Oh my lord, what a
Hold
goal!
on. Give me a few seconds. I don't know what I'm supposed to type in to find this instantly, but we're fair enough.
It's fine. Take your time. Take your time. By the way,
Because
people,
if
make sure to smash the likes. Hold on. Make sure to smash the likes up, people. Subscribe, follow.
I won't sit here and say that some of the clubs around us have fallen off. Tottenham fell off. Newcastle fell off. Man United fell off.
No,
That helps us.
you're
Can't sit
not
here and
answering
say
the
that
question.
Poch wasn't part of the reason.
You're not answering my question. I've never said Poch wasn't part of the reason. You also didn't answer my question. How did he? You said from 12 to 6. When were we 12?
During the league this year, and you're gonna
This
argue.
season. So why? Okay, why? Okay, what? Why?
Right, you're gonna argue. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, "Oh, Poch put us 12." So does Graham Potter. Graham Potter then still didn't get
And
us
he
out
got
of-
sacked.
Poch
And
did.
Potter got sacked.
Flipping did. How are you
Wait,
gonna
Potter got sacked.
He was doing crap at Chelsea, but sack him when he actually started to do well and bring stability to this club? It's unbelievable.
Chloe. Hold on. Wait, hold on. See, because this is a Chelsea discussion, so let me. You're saying he's bringing stability. 5 games or whatever it was near the end of the season. That's not stability.
No,
I get we rose up higher in the league. Hold on.
What we played at the start of this season.
Hold on, Chloe. I get we rose up higher in the table, and you're going to say he helped to win this game.
There's a point I want to bring to us. Would you be happy if we spent the majority of this season 6 and ended up with it in 12? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be happy if we spent the majority of it in 6 and ended up 12. So why are you not happy with the vice versa? Surely that's an improvement.
Hold on, guys.
Am I allowed to finish?
Well, hold on,
I'm just worried.
bro. Hold on. Let's just breathe.
Oh,
I'm just heated. I'm just right.
That's fine. It's fine. No. It's cool. I get it. I just
want to be allowed to finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll
what I'm trying to do is the conversation is going either in circles, or B, one of you guys is saying something and then we're jumping to a different point and then different point and then different point and then different point. What I'm saying is, let's take 2 seconds. I'm going to remind people, smash the likes, subscribe, check out Vladimir Prime on socials, on Twitter and whatnot. Check them out. And also Chloe on socials as well. But yeah, Gallagher's next. Bro, what? So look, okay. Let's do 1 point at a time. Because Chloe, I feel like you're jumping from point to point a little bit. It's not criticism. Whoa. Hold on. It's not a criticism. I'm just saying, when Prime's making a point, take a minute, think about it, and stick with on kind of the same point. Yeah.
We will save it for later when it's actually the show that we're meant to be talking about.
Yeah, we're going to do the Steve O'Clough show.
I've got a point. Like I was actually making.
Go for
it. You're acting as if like we're not giving him some credit for what he's done. Like, yes, you can say he's done good things. Hold on. So this is the thing. You interrupt and you speak on a lot of tangents, and I lose what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I'll listen.
Oh, he's done fine to get us from, you're saying, from 12th to 6th, but he also had us around 10 to 12 for the vast majority of this season. Fine, we've won our last, I think it's 5 games or whatever it was, but
Yeah.
ultimately, I don't really care. We've been so bad the vast majority of the season. I don't think it's worth him keeping his job, starting next season, us starting badly again, going through the same stuff that we did with players getting injured due to his training methods, just for him to get sacked by November, and all of a sudden all these managers that are available this summer are all gone. And if that had happened, you would hear Chelsea fans complaining, why didn't you sack him last summer? Look how bad we were this season. This season is a repeat of last season. We should have got rid of him. People would complain regardless. For me, I don't think it's worth taking that risk and rolling the dice. And the board clearly agree. I get you can say the board have their fault. I get you can say the players with their chances and stuff in the first part of the season. But the majority of why we were bad the first part of the season was not because of our missed chances. It was because of how tactically poor and naive we looked. How we started the season with Colwell playing as a touchline left back and Chilwell playing as an inside forward. We had Ian Matson playing as a right back and a right winger. We had Gusto playing left back. The Sassy is like 200 pounds, and he was playing as a touchline fullback. We had Gilchrist playing as a fullback. We had Gallagher playing in a double pivot and as a 10. Enzo being misprofiled. Like, that's not good. These aren't good things. I don't get how people can't see that. And fine, you can say the last 5 games like look good, and that's, I guess, all well and good. But like, it's if you're willing to roll the dice and see if things improve for next season. At least I respect the owners in sticking to their assumption and looking at the season as a whole, not just looking at the last 5 games. Because if they had done that and things are still bad, then that's another bad thing on the owners. At least they're really looking at the full season and giving it context. Because what you said, Chloe, about you said something about would you rather be 6th for the majority of the season and then fall down to 12th, right? Say next season something like that happens where we're around 5th or 6th, or say we're in top 4, and then the last 5 games we fall out and we finish 7th. Trust the owner. Hold on.
Okay.
I trust the owners to look at context and say, you know what? We were actually doing brilliant for the majority of the season, but for whatever reason, maybe injuries or bad refereeing decisions, yada yada, we fell away the last 5 games. It's not necessarily your fault. We go again next season. I trust them to look at the full context of the season. You know why? Because they're doing it with Poch. It's not as if we haven't screwed Poch over here. We've looked at the full context of things, and they're going to do that now going forward. Sorry, I've probably talked a lot. You can go, Chloe. Sorry.
Let's not go for it.
You look at the full context of what we had this season. We've had so many major players injured. So you could look at the full context of our season and say, yes, you've had most of your key players injured. And that's why you got better when you had these key players fit. You can't, in my opinion, and I think if you asked a lot of people this, you would rather be 12th majority of the season because your most key players have been injured and finish 6th when they've come back. Rather than, let's be 4th, 5th, and then like the opposite, in my opinion.
Fuck my life if we're getting Rams though, by the
way. Can you repeat that again? Sorry.
What I'm saying is obviously we need squad depth, but you can't sit here and say you would rather be 4th, 5th for most of the season and then finish 6th, 7th because some of your key players got injured. Because if that was the case, you'd be going, no, Poch needs to be able to learn how to structure our players who aren't key to the squad to be able to finish 4th, 5th.
Prime, can I take this real quick?
That's not what I said, though.
It kind of is, because you sat there and went, we finished 4th, 5th with our players than finish lower.
No, it's not. I didn't say I would rather. I said
No,
I
know
used
you
your example.
rather, but you
I
gave
used
it as
your
an example.
I used your example. I said if that were to happen, I would trust the owners to look at context as to why the last, say, 5 games we fell away.
Yeah, right, okay, cool. Right, so you want to look at context as to why we've come better since our injured players come back, right? If Poch isn't allowed a massive say in who we sign, then yes, you should be looking at the directors, not Poch.
Why should he
Hold on. So we're
massive?
changing that. Whoa.
No,
Prime.
no.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. Do that.
What?
Big up Football Power Hour, by the way. 2 seconds, Chloe. We were talking about one thing, and we can talk about directors and the recruitment in a minute, but we're addressing right now what he had to work with.
No,
What he
no,
had
it's
to
fine.
work
We
with
can no, it's fine.
players
We can even
who
go on to
who
that.
are 17 years old, right?
Not
Did you
all the
know
players
Cole
are 17
Palmer
years old, I'm
was?
not saying
Did
that.
you wait?
Oh,
Wait. Pochettino didn't want Cole Palmer, by the way.
I don't
No,
care.
but it's
He
not
wants
even
an
that.
experienced
But,
player. And
but
our board
Chloe,
still went
but,
and signed
Second
under
half about to start, by the way.
17-year-old.
Second half about to start.
you're saying under 17-year-olds. There's no like we're not using under 17-year-olds in the squad. Like let's not do that. And for two,
Yeah, because,
like you're saying, Poch should have a massive say. What name? What? Hold on. What managers like in world football right now have a massive say?
I've not looked into that far, but they definitely get more say than what Poch would have. And do
But
you know what?
but how?
Is the fact that Tuchel got sacked for the opposite reasons for what Poch got. Well, not sacked, but walked away.
Well, no, actually, that's not true.
Second half started, by the way.
Tuchel got sacked partly. Yeah, second half started partly because he wasn't like we were performing a bit poorly in the league, and two because Tuchel wasn't actually willing to work together with the
Collaborate.
owners.
Yes, but there was a point where he wanted more of a say, and the owners wanted him to have more of a say.
Chloe, hold on. No, Chloe, hold on. Tuchel wasn't willing to work with the owners in terms of finding players.
Yes.
And rightfully, I don't agree with when he got sacked, but rightfully so, Tuchel got sacked for good reason. Like what? There's no Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola does not just go to who's in charge? Is it who's the director of football? Is it Tichy? He doesn't go to him and say, "Listen, these are the 5 players I want. Find me these players." He doesn't necessarily do that. They have to like work together. Do you think Pep's system would want Erling Haaland? No, but the directors bought him, and Pep has to make it work, and he did. Look at Klopp at Liverpool. He didn't want Mane or Salah.
Ooh, right. Okay. So
Chloe, hold up. Let him finish. Hold on.
Who is it? Is it Michael Edwards? Michael Edwards said Salah and Mane would fit your system more than Julian Brandt and Götze, and it worked. You have to collaborate and work together in life. You can't just have one person having full control and we've done that in the past at Chelsea, by the way. Jose got full control when it came to finding players exactly that he wanted. He got sacked. Then Conte got full control of finding players he wanted. Then he got sacked. We got players Sarri wanted. He got sacked. We got hold on. We got players Lampard wanted. He got sacked. And by the time we had Tuchel, we now had a mismatched squad of players that played Jose ball, Conte ball, Sarri ball, and Frank ball. That's 4 or 5 different managers. We had to overhaul the squad completely. We are now going into an era where, as a club, we have an ethos and a philosophy of how we want to play. So when we bring in managers or we bring in players, they come and fit that style. So any manager we bring in, whoever manager we bring in, right, and say he's here for 2 years, 3 years, 5, whatever, when we get rid of him, the next manager that comes in has to fit the same philosophy we have as a club. That way, we're not just overhauling a squad every couple of seasons, because that is not sustainable. That's not going to work.
Okay, cool.
Sorry,
Steve literally just sat here and said, and I've heard it other places, Poch didn't want Cole Palmer, but he made it work. So what makes you believe
Yeah.
you can't make
Yes.
other players
So
want?
okay. All right. Hold
But
up. Let's.
you,
All right.
but
Yeah,
by
Yes.
by
yes.
that
All right,
point,
hold on.
Can
Yo,
I just
can I?
say,
yeah, but
can I
Chloe,
just
by
I
that
get
point,
Man City, I get that he was taught under Pep, but you can't sit here and say, oh, managers had to bring in players before that they didn't want and made it work. Well, there you go. There's an example of Poch making a player that he didn't want, make it
well,
work.
That's one.
but you're saying back Poch fully. So if we give him all the control, then we don't have Cole Palmer.
Yes.
Fair enough, but I don't want him to have full control. I want him to have more of a say. Surely
He
you would
wanted
want.
full
But
control
he
though.
does.
Surely
But
it's
no,
not.
but he does have no. But Chloe,
You interrupt
you
me just as much
wait,
as I
Chloe.
interrupt
Do you think how much control do you? But like, say by
Viola.
percentage, for example, how much control do you
Oh.
think Poch had, and how much control do you want him to
Foul.
have?
No foul.
I reckon he had about 30%. I want him to have 50%.
You want him to have half of the say
Yes,
over
because at
other.
the end of the day,
No,
surely you would want the player who's directing them on the pitch to have a lot of say about the player that they want. If they know the type of player they are, they'll know the
Same
type
damn
of
debate in an hour.
how they'll perform on a pitch. A director isn't going to know
Well,
how they perform on the pitch as much
why
as a manager.
why wouldn't our scouts know? Because they're the one actually looking at the players.
They're a scout, not a coach or a manager. They're not the ones there at training
Viola.
sessions.
Scouts are the one finding the players. But okay, fine.
They're not the
Fine.
ones
Say so.
finding. They're not the ones
Hold on.
coaching them.
Yeah, but like scouting players is just as important. But fine. Say Poch gets 50%, right? So say he hadn't got sacked this last couple of days.
Wait, no,
He gets the 50% going into this transfer window. We get him all the players he wants, regardless of wages and whatever. We get him all the players he wants.
Ooh.
And we still start off poorly and he gets sacked by November. Or say he gets sacked next summer. Then what? Then what do we do?
Then I could have more of a say on Poch and be like, okay, shit. I'm not going to sit here and be deluded. I'm not going to sit here and be
not deluded.
No. I'm not talking about you in terms of your opinion about Poch. I'm saying, what do we do as a club? Because we now have a year later in 2025, we will now have players in our squad that play Poch ball but don't suit the next manager or don't suit the philosophy you're trying to go push forward as a club.
Yeah, but then we also have a mix of players right now who can play whatever ball. You can have a manager now, and only one player suit his type of style.
Not really. The players we have suit possession, a possession-based attacking style.
That still limits it to a certain set of managers.
Exactly, that's my point. So only target those managers.
That's no different to our a manager's a set of players either.
No, but that's my point, Chloe. As a club, if we our philosophy, because the players we have, it's like attacking possession based, and the owners have even come out, like we've seen it in the Athletic and in tweets and stuff, what they want as a club. That's perfect. Now only target those set of managers. The fact that Poch even got hired is like disgraceful because he doesn't suit the players that we have.
It's almost like
I said that back. Steve, do you not remember I said that back in the summer when we were looking for Caicedo? That Caicedo and Enzo as a midfield two doesn't work, particularly with Poch. Poch wants, and this is another thing about Poch, by the way. He came out and said he doesn't know whether Enzo is good enough to play as a defensive six or creative enough to play as an 8. My big thing I've been saying all season is because we've seen Enzo has struggled. If Enzo's not working, then drop him. Because these last 5 games, we've looked good with Gallagher and Caicedo. Play them as a double pivot and just drop Enzo if that's the case. Because if Enzo, for whether Enzo's a bad player or because Poch can't figure him out, if Enzo's a detriment to the system we're trying to build, then drop him. Poch didn't do that. Poch doesn't have the balls. I don't want. That's another detriment to him.
I just don't get.
By the way, okay, hold up, 2 seconds. Let me just address this from Warrior. It's not even a debate. It's going to be Newcastle and Chelsea season review. That's what it's going to be called, which will inherently be a debate.
Don't get me wrong. I know Poch
I might not even need to do next show.
It's just the timing of it all. I just don't get where the owners looked at what he did a few months ago and thought, you know what, we'll keep him. for him to improve. He then improves, and they're like, nah, we need to get rid of
Chloe,
him
but
now.
here's the thing.
Well,
Okay, here's the
no.
thing though, Chloe. The problem is sample size. It's the sample size. And also the problem with hold on. Let me just land my point. I've been barely able to speak, which is fine. Let me just get in a few.
I mean, Steve, you're not Chelsea fan, so you didn't really speak. But okay.
But I like talking about football.
I'm joking, man. Relax. I'm not for tour.
Okay. The problem with you guys this season was I don't think Pochettino did a good job coaching on a consistent basis. You would go on little runs and then you would decline, and on a bad run, you would go on and off. Mostly off, sometimes on, sometimes off. So the way your season panned out was you were on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Similar to Newcastle, which is why I have my complaints about Eddie Howe. However, our problem at Newcastle was the squad depth, and the injuries did play a part in it as well. But I still have some problems and complaints about Eddie Howe coaching-wise in certain scenarios with the personnel he had available to him. I think he should have done a bit better of a job. I still don't think he didn't do a terrible job coaching. But there are some things that I'm concerned about. With Poch, same sort of thing, but I think to a bigger extent. I think a lot of the coaching he did for the majority of the time of all the games was not good, probably average at best. Sometimes there would be 5-game stretches like this one that was good. You did a good job the past 5 games, but then again, even then, the Forest game you weren't very good, and Forest are terrible. But they managed to come up. What's it called? Nuno Santos came up with a game plan that nearly took points off you guys, even though they have inferior players. So the problem is that, yes, you were on the past 5 games, you got 5 straight wins. 3 out of the 5, you coached a good game. The problem is, Chloe, and what Prime is trying to say, and other Chelsea fans, and what I see, which I agree with. The problem is that it was just going to go back to inconsistent, choppy. It would be inconsistent and choppy. Whereas with Unai Emery, sometimes the results weren't great at Villa or with Newcastle. Sometimes the results weren't great, or Brighton with the Zerbi. The coaching, though, was good. The result just didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, you could name multiple games where the coaching was very poor. And the players as well. The players, like when you guys played Burnley, it wasn't a great coaching job by Poch, but the players weren't that good. They didn't perform on the day.
I could think of games where the coaching was good and the players were bad. Likewise,
yes.
Does this not also prove, well, not prove my point, but my point of if we were 4th, 5th for most of the season and finished 12th, you wouldn't be happy. You would be looking at the negatives straight up. And you'd be like, yeah, sack him. We were 4th,
yes,
5th.
And he would get sacked.
So why can't you look at the positives he's made?
Chloe.
Because the positives outweigh the negative. The negatives outweigh the positives.
You me for interrupting you, so let me talk. Right?
I just want to ask, how would you finish? I just want to ask this, sorry. How would we finish? How would we be 5th for the majority?
Because you didn't like it when I interrupted you, so don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Yeah, Prime, wait 2 minutes for the question. It's cool.
Okay.
I want to make the point I've forgotten the point now, for fuck's sake.
How would we finish? How would we be 5th for the majority of the season, then finish 12th?
Just like how you could ask, we were 12th for most of the season, and now we finished 6th.
No, but I want to know your context. How? Give me context, because I gave you context.
Both individual brilliance and Poch.
No, but
let me just try the point I was trying to make, because I had a really good point to make, and I can't remember what it was now.
That's fine. Look.
Until you look, okay, fine. Until you remember it, like give me context of how we'd be 5th for the majority of the season, and then just fall off and finish 12th.
That was it. My point was, yeah, fair enough. We've had ups and downs, but the past 5 games is the most up we've been in a long run, if that makes sense.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not true. We've had these 5-game mini runs this season. But you know what? The majority of these 5 games of these little mini purple patch runs have coincided with when we've played in.
Right, okay, fair enough. Right, if
Hold
they
on,
were,
Chloe, hold on, Chloe. Chloe,
fair enough. If
let
it
me
was,
finish. I'm not finished.
there were
I'm not
never
finished.
5 games.
I'm not
There was
finished.
never a
I'm not
clear
finished.
structure.
I'm not
At
finished.
least with the
I'm not
5
finished.
games that we've
I'm
had,
not finished.
the most
I'm not
recently,
finished.
Yo,
I'm not
guys,
finished.
guys,
finished.
nobody can
If
understand
I'm
what
not
you were talking at the same time.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
My prime
You just
finish.
complain about interrupting. I'm not finished. Thank you.
It's
You
all
said
good.
these 5 games is the most consistent we've been all season. That's like just blatantly not true. We've had these little, like Steve just said, we've had these little like purple patches or boost in form at spurts this season. The only thing is these purple patches have coincided with us playing in the cup competitions. Did people not remember the second leg against Aston Villa? That happened during a little boost of a purple patch. The second or the not second, the replay against Aston Villa and the FA Cup. Did people not remember the second leg against Middlesbrough in the semi-final? That happened during a little purple patch of form that we went on when we played Man City, the 1-1. That happened during a little purple patch that we went on. We've went on these little these little runs of form this season, but ultimately that's not consistency.
the difference
Part of why we're this high is because I'm not finished. Part of why we're this high, fine, you can give credit to Poch for in the last 5 games us going on this little bounce, but ultimately, even in these last 5 games, Nottingham Forest, we were outclassed, particularly in the first half against Nuno Espirito Santo. Against Bournemouth, the last game, that was a poor game. That was a poorly coached game. Like, we haven't been completely good. We've just won games. You're looking at results-based analysis because you just said if this was a couple of months ago when we were still bad, you would have got rid of Poch. So that means you're just going on if we're doing good or not. I'm looking at it as a whole, as a context. The whole season hasn't been good enough, and that's why I'm giving hope in the owners, because if next season we're great for the majority of the season, but say the last 5 games, we lose the last 5 games of next season, I would think that they would look at context and say we've been great for like 90%. The last 5 games we've lost, and that's why we finished top 4. You know what? There's context there. It's not necessarily your fault. Maybe there was a few injuries, refereeing decisions went our way, a player got sent off, yada, yada, yada. That's fine. We go again next season. Don't let this happen again. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that they will look at context as they're looking at context now.
But that's why I kind of disagree. You made a very good point at the end, but I do disagree with the fact that the few games where we did well and the few purple patches we had during the season, bar the 5 games at the end, was mostly to do with individual brilliance. The past 5 games we've had recently haven't. You can clearly tell Poch has changed his structure. You can tell we were playing like how we did in pre-season. And I hate to be that person who brings up pre-season, but you can't say that pre-season was bad. You can't. That was good football. And that's the football we've been playing at the end of this season. And like you cannot. Why is it only taking him now to bring that back?
Yeah. Fine, 2 seconds. Let her finish.
Sorry, I was talking to myself.
Certain individuals to come back, which isn't a good look. But I do believe that the purple patches we had during the season was individual brilliance. You can't say that was mostly on Poch, which is a bad thing. But
good ball.
I feel like a part of my annoyance is on the fact that our shortlist is bad. If there were the likes of Tuchel or Amarin or I'd even take De Zerbi over Poch. I'd be a lot more happy about Poch being sacked. But I do think a lot of my
concerns.
I feel like a lot of my negative projection is concerns. On the owner. I am thinking, I'm just
header goal.
I do believe that Poch should have stayed the way that he was going. Like, I just think the past 5 games wasn't the same purple patches as what we had during the season. I really don't. They weren't the same. They were a lot better. It was on Poch, and you could tell.
That's offside. Sorry,
I'm talking about the ball. Sorry, 1 sec, Chloe. We remember what you said. It's a good ball in. Is that onside?
I think it's off. I'm just looking at the VAR. Yeah, it's offside. Or while they're going to VAR. Sorry, we interrupted you. Are you still talking, Chloe?
No, I finished.
Oh, okay. You said you talked about preseason, Steve. Because I don't think we weren't speaking then, Chloe. Steve, did I not say on Lewis's channel during preseason? I don't get why you guys are getting gassed. Did I not say that?
You did.
Numerous
And I
times.
went to a few Chelsea games because you played.
I
was not impressed. Hold on, Chloe. Hold on. I was not impressed by preseason. I remember saying numerous times, it's just a bunch of like random people running around. This isn't something that impresses me. Thank you, Warrior. I did say that. I'm gonna wait until the season starts to actually potentially. Yeah, stands. That is actually a good header. I'm gonna wait until I said I'm gonna wait until the season like starts until I actually start giving my decision. I'm not gonna get gassed about Warrior says you were one of the Chelsea fans that were not gassed. Yeah, because it's preseason. I've seen Chelsea lose games in preseason and do well in the season. I've seen Chelsea win every game.
The only reason I was gassed about preseason is because with Graham Potter and Frank Lampard, there was a lot of let's just pass around the back. Let's just not really press or anything. With Poch, I noticed in preseason a lot of quick passes, attacking, like fully press the opposition.
You saw good coaching.
But yeah, like it was just so exciting to watch. Maybe I was deluded and brainwashed by that football, and it was a football I hoped that Poch would bring into the Premier League, and obviously we didn't. And we all gathered it was because Nkunku was injured. And it's funny is Nkunku was back, he started playing that football again. So there you go. Maybe he was relying on Nkunku. But I do think there was definitely
Prime, my bad.
I was going to say there was definitely a difference in the style of play from Potter / Frank Lampard to Poch. That Poch definitely brought some more excitement to our team, and I think that got a lot of people.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Can I finish? Well, you guys all got catfished. I didn't get gassed during preseason. I said I'll wait until the season starts. And the first game, Chilwell was playing as a winger and Cole was left back. So I wasn't impressed. You're talking about our last 5 games. Our last 5 games of the season were Tottenham 2, Chelsea 2, Tottenham 0, Chelsea 5, West Ham 0, Nottingham Forest 2, Chelsea 3. I remember that game. If not for Reece James finally being fit and getting the game-winning assist, we draw that game 2-2.
So that's individual brilliance.
I'm not. Yeah, but it's individual brilliance. I'm not crediting Poch really, but whatever. Brighton 1, Chelsea 2, and the final game of the season, Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 0. That game we also struggled against Bournemouth. Like, fine, you can talk about the last 5 games, but a season is not played just off of 5 games. I've seen us go on these little mini purple patches a few times this season, but like that's not going to change my judgment over how the whole season's gone.
First game was Liverpool, by the way.
You said yourself if this was a couple of months ago, you would have sacked Poch. So I don't think 5 games should be enough to just change your mind. Change your mind about Poch completely. I don't think that's fair to say. Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah, hold on.
We'll still one against Bournemouth. Yeah, I think that's enough to just. It shouldn't be enough to just. First, to be fair, first game was against Liverpool. Yeah, but like Chilwell was still left wing and Cole was left back. Players were playing out of position from the first game.
Yeah,
and you mentioned about Nkunku coming back, and like lo and behold, Nkunku comes back and makes a difference. Yeah, but when Nkunku was coming back from his injury, he got re-injured again because of Poch. And this is another thing people aren't talking about, or you're not talking about. His training methods have caused so many injuries this season. The most injuries in the Premier League. Maybe if players weren't getting
we had more. Newcastle had more, but you were up there.
Yeah, but
it wasn't.
Do you really...
Oh, okay, fair enough. maybe if we players
You were
weren't
up
getting
there.
injured, maybe we weren't getting injured so much under him, we would have players fit, and it would have been easier. But it wasn't.
Yeah,
Like I don't. I
you can't.
see. Maybe hold on. Maybe there are some positives, and that's fine. It's not as if I don't acknowledge the positives, but I don't care about them because the negatives heavily outweigh them. So I don't like. And you were talking about also the short list of managers. I don't buy into the fear mongering that the media is trying to do. I don't really believe that. I've said this, like Steve knows. I don't really believe the links to like McKenna and Enzo Maresca and etc. I think we're going for Amorim or De Zerbi. I think it'll be one of those two. You mentioned Tuchel. Part of why I have a bit of belief in them making the right choice is because of they're not going for the easy options. The easy options would be bring back Tuchel or go get Jose back or get Conte or get Simi or buy out Simeone's contract. That would be the easy options. But those would also be the dumb options to do right now. You know why? Because neither of those managers that I've just mentioned fit the style of play that they're trying to bring into the club. Don't fit the philosophy they're trying to bring into the club.
Yes.
They're looking at the right managers. I think people should just like take out this like love for Poch or this defensive Poch and just like trust in the owners to make the right decision. At least because they're actively trying. Poch has done so many things that has not worked. And also, we also don't mention the fact of the last like month or two, Poch has been saying so many things in the media, just throwing the owners and the under the bus. So many times this season where he's just thrown players under the bus. People aren't mentioning any of that. Like the players, like we talk about the players being young. Well, if Poch was really a leader and was able to actually coach these players properly, we would have been a lot more consistent. But we can't be because of how poor he's been.
Can you repeat the point you made about once players come back, Poch suddenly started playing well? Just repeat that point you made.
You said about when Nkunku came back from injury that we started playing well.
Yeah,
almost like we were reliant on him. Yeah. And like I was saying that if Poch wasn't if players weren't constantly getting injuries under Poch and Trent, that's a bad ball. Sorry, if they're constantly getting injuries under Poch in training, they would have stayed fit, and probably that would have helped us in terms of just individual brilliance. But style of play wise and setup wise, we've still been poor. Oh, Chloe, you don't acknowledge. You say that we've been brilliant the last 5 games. But you've not acknowledged the fact that in the last 5 games we've been set up correctly. Players have been in their right positions.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Do you not notice in the last 5 games there's been no stupidity like Gusto at left back or like
Lapadula. Oh no.
So why was Poch doing that before?
Because there's been numerous times where he's had no left back, but then that's because he wanted Matt.
So why couldn't he just play a left back from the academy?
Because he didn't trust him.
But he trusted Gilchrist, who's a centre back, to play right back.
I mean, we trust Chalobah to play right back, and he's a centre back.
Yeah, Chalobah was also frozen out of the squad for the first half of the season.
It doesn't matter. You still trust the centre back to play right back. What's the difference?
But Chalobah's played right back before in his time in the career.
Yeah, and I don't doubt that Gilchrist probably has as well.
No, in the academy, Gilchrist was a centre back.
Yeah, but
substitution, by the way, real quick, substitution for Fiorentina, by the way. Mbala Nzola, Angolan international, comes on as striker for and Lucas Beltran as well. 2 strikers coming out for Belotti. Bonaventura out. They're going to go to a 4-4-2. Continue, my bad.
At the end of the day, I think a lot of I will sit here and hold my hands up. A lot of my anger actually comes from the owners, not Poch being gone.
Why?
Like, I'm just more annoyed at the shortlist. I get that, like, I can't sit here and say, I don't trust a manager that I've never really witnessed. But do you really expect a manager who's coming from the Championship, who's managed in it 1 year, to really do
He's
as
been,
like, do
he's
as
been,
Chloe,
he's
has
been
he?
managing.
All right,
he's
real quick,
been-
Chloe, has he
well,
been appointed
he's been-
manager?
Well,
Not
not
yet,
even that.
yeah.
McKenna's been managing at Ipswich for 2 years. He's got back-to-back promotions, and
It's not just
he's
because
accumulated.
That's happened.
Hold on. He's also accumulated the most points in 2 years out of the whole
English
football
football.
league
in the Championship.
He's
and
lost
in
like
League One. Also,
5
Chloe,
games.
I'm not saying we should get McKenna. I don't want him. I don't truly
Gonzola.
believe like we're going for him. However, instead of being worried about the negatives, why don't you just wait and see? That's
it's
like
almost-
that's
it's
like
almost
hold
like
on. That's like saying,
Watch. It's
that's
almost
I've
like
got an
you could
example.
watch.
It's almost like what? It's almost like
you
what?
could watch.
It's almost like what, Poch?
You could have done that with Poch. Wait out the negatives. You know, watch him actually play more than 5 games with a fit squad.
I've
but
seen
we
him.
saw a full
I've
season.
seen no. I've seen him a full season
With barely a squad. Yes.
because of him.
Yes.
It's not all just because of him, though. It's not.
Well,
it's
Okay,
not
then
just-
mainly
Chloe,
injuries are
why
mainly
are his
because of him,
Chloe, why are the same tendencies of players having complaints about the training? Why is there players from Southampton saying Poch's training was way too vigorous, way too physical, and it didn't actually train their skill set or technical ability is focused on running, which led to player fitness going down? Why did that happen to Southampton? Why did that happen to Southampton, Spurs, and Paris Saint-Germain?
I just find it funny that one, it's the same players who got injured before Poch came in that are consistently getting injured. And I find
That
it
is not
funny
Chloe.
Yes, it
Chloe,
doesn't
that's not
help.
true. Chloe, hold on,
managed
that's
to
not
get
true.
Spurs to second and a Champions League final.
He didn't
with
win anything at
injured
Spurs. Chloe, yeah, but players got injured at Spurs as well.
Yes.
Exactly.
But also Chelsea. You said the injury-prone players. Malo Gusto is not injury-prone.
Malo Gusto's not
Lavia is not injury-prone. Leslie Oguchukwu is not injury-prone.
Yep.
Raheem Sterling got injured.
How do I know? Because we can check transfer marks.
Because I know. I can look into this.
Yeah.
Also,
I just don't
in
believe-
Chloe.
Hold on. Also, in Cuckoo, right? In Cuckoo's injury was not Poch's fault, fine. But when when Cuckoo was coming back from injury, he got re-injured because of Poch. How much time would I give the new manager the next season?
I just find it a bit silly that you would rather put risk in a guy who would you just don't. I can't remember what you said now, but I just find it a bit stupid that you'd rather take the risk with a manager who's never managed in the Premiership.
Wait.
Then
wait, Chloe, finish up.
Wait, Steve, hold on.
Let her,
yeah.
Let her finish real quick.
Then a manager who's actually proven he's improving and has managed in the Premier League before. I just think you should have definitely. I don't. Right, fair enough, right? If Poch had started the next season with us and done shit, I would hold my hands up, right? Given that he had fit players, right? If he had Nkunku and whoever else is in Enzo back and everything like that, if he had all them players back next season and was still doing shit, I'd hold my hands up. But this is the first time he has actually shown consistency with these players that isn't just individual brilliance. Like, I just don't get why now was the time to sack this manager. It's just ludicrous. It's actually stupid.
So, Chloe,
because
what I would say,
why it was the right time was because
hold on.
It was the end of this. It was the end of the season, and we had not just a little sample size of 5 games. We had what? How long is the season? Like 8-9 months.
38 games.
Y'all
played the cup final.
We had like 9 months to look at to assess what was. Hold on. We had a full season to actually look at and assess the pros and all the positives you've listed. There's so many more negatives.
Yes.
We've looked at the pros and cons, and also you keep talking about why are we getting rid of Poch just to bring in someone from the champ? You're assuming it's McKenna. Like what Warrior just said, like I've been saying as well. I'd rather wait on the final decision on who the manager is. The Links coming out, I don't trust. I don't fully trust Links either. So I said what?
I said that on Lewis's stream earlier. You all need to shut the fuck up and just wait.
Yeah, but then, so then why are you assuming that you're appointing McKenna?
You said shut the fuck up?
Me. On Lewis's stream, not now.
Wait, I said you should shut the fuck up.
No, Chloe.
No, I did.
Chloe was saying, calm down and like wait until he's appointed.
Yeah. I agree with that. People should just calm down and wait until. But you keep focusing on if it's McKenna. What if it's not McKenna? What if it's Amorim or De Zerbi?
Cool. I will give every manager the same chance. It's just I don't believe giving a new manager a chance right now is any better than giving Poch time.
That's where the debate lies, Chloe. I think you guys can do way better than Pochettino. I said it when he got appointed, and I said it when he got sacked, and I said it during the season. You can do better, in my opinion, than Pochettino, because I don't think Pochettino is a very good coach. Man management, clearly the players like him. That's cool. But the thing is, what do young players need? They need to be coached. They need, yes. Yeah. They need stability, consistency. They need to be coached.
Guidance.
They need to learn because they're young, right? And the thing is, I don't think Poch is the best guy for that role. If it's
Chloe,
McKenna,
do you think
I think McKenna's a better coach
this season. Steve, vastly better coach. Chloe, do you think there's been stability this season for the players?
I just think.
It's a yes or no.
Chloe, can you answer it? Just answer it real quick.
Do you think there's been stability this season?
Yeah, a club, a team full of young players definitely needs stability. It's like bringing a child.
You didn't answer my question.
What was your question?
Do you think there has been stability?
There has been stability this season for the players?
Yes or no?
Not in terms of Poch having the same consistent starting 11. No, because of injuries. So no.
I'm not talking. But what about what about like? Yeah, but stability is not just about having players fit.
I think there's been stability in keeping the same manager to the end of the season, definitely, because switching up a manager midway through the season isn't the be all or end all. No,
you're still not answering my question. You're still not answering my question.
What's your question then? Because I have answered it.
Do you think there's been?
Yes,
you haven't answered my question. You haven't answered my question.
No, because you've not said in what terms. In terms of players being available, non-stability. In terms of the same manager, yes, there has been stability.
Okay. I look at Newcastle. They've had just as much injuries, maybe more or less. I don't exactly know the figure. They've had as much injuries as us. They've had more injuries than us this season. And yeah, I would say they've been a lot more stable than we have.
Yes.
Steve, you agree, right? You've been more stable than us.
Yes, and the reason why is because even though the results at times have not been great, or some of the coaching displays or some of the player performances and whatnot, the reason why we're stable is because we have a squad that needs improvement, but we have solid baseline players moving forward. And however, stability-wise, in terms of like who's going in, who's going out, and the overall like the foundation of coaching that Eddie Howe does, while at times I think it lacks. I have my concerns about Eddie Howe. The coaching of Eddie Howe has laid a foundation of this is what I expect Newcastle to do game by game. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the manager. So hold on. So what that does for us is it gives us a baseline of like I know how Newcastle are going to play, and sometimes it doesn't work for this reason, or sometimes it doesn't work for that reason.
And that's what I want. That's what I wanted to get at. The man being stable with, because you're talking about being stable with the manager. The manager has to give you stability because injuries in a season are going to happen. Players dropping in and out of form in a season, they are going to happen. Boo-hoo, get over it. But you know what? The manager has to bring some sort of control, some sort of stability. Hold on.
Chloe, one sec.
The manager has to bring some sort of control and stability with the way he sets up, the way he coaches, the way he treats the players, the way he keeps everything under control to the best of his ability. If a player gets injured, like who's gonna oh, what a goal. Wow. Anyway, who's gonna predict? Yeah, sorry. Who's gonna predict?
That's all good.
Who's gonna
Yeah,
predict?
you didn't say for who it was. So.
Yeah, who's gonna predict for Newcastle that their star midfielder would get a betting scandal? Who was gonna predict for Newcastle that their starting goalkeeper, one of the best in the league, would get a massive injury? Who's gonna predict that?
Sven Botman.
That's a fluke injury. No one's gonna predict that. However, Newcastle have still had stability. Yes, they've had a few bad results. Yes, you can say at times like
whoa, what a goal! Oh my god!
That's the goal. Maybe in certain games they could have done a bit better, but they've still had stability from their coach in terms of how they're being like set up in games. Tactically, they've still been stability. Poch hasn't brought that from a coaching perspective. That's why he has to go. Because even though you can say everything else has been out of his favor, but he has not done the best out of what he has. Because you can say we've been looked great the last 5 games, fine. Why did he not start doing this earlier? Because all season I've been saying, stop complaining about things. Just start coaching. Stop complaining about players. Start coaching. Stop complaining about you want more transfers. Just start coaching. Stop complaining about injuries. Just start coaching. Because Poch as a coach, by the way, Chloe, like I actually rated him as a coach. I didn't think he was an elite. He'd ever be world class or elite. But as a coach, I actually rated him. He hasn't been coaching. So why should he have to stay? Because though where we look good the last 5 games, no one can tell me he might not do this again next season. I'm not willing to take this bet. I'm not willing to risk Poch maybe being good, because if he fucks up again, that's another season. That's a third season on the bounce wasted, and people will just start complaining again.
In terms of stability, okay, I'll let you talk.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, Prime. That goal was fucking wicked.
That
fucking curve. I thought that was gonna go out for like a goal kick. I thought it was. Bro, yeah. That thing curved like a mother. What a goal, Kingston Montandwa. Wow, sorry.
I side with Chloe on this debate. I think Chelsea acted prematurely. Might end up regretting this decision in the future. It's clear Poch was frustrated this season and could have handled things better.
I just want to make my point of in a team that's majority young players, and this is going to sound really weird, but I have a son, and bringing up a son, people always question me, oh, he doesn't have the father. Stability is going to be a big problem. So in a team full of young players, stability is probably one of the biggest things they need. So sacking a manager where there was definitely some potential, you can't say there was none. There was definitely some potential that he was going to bring this football into next season. It's a bad thing. I just think if you're going to take a regret in one of these managers that's on a shortlist, you may as well have taken the regret in Poch being our manager at the start of next season. You really should have.
No, but okay, so Chloe, again, the stability, I did not see stability in Poch's coaching. I did not see a good enough baseline.
I definitely did in the past few games. 100%. Like, for example, if you watch back our 5 past games when he suddenly changed that structure, every player had at least 2 players to pass to in some sort of triangle form.
So,
if you look back at the games before that was never a thing. So clearly he switched.
So that's the question. So then Chloe.
That's clearly improved than a manager who hasn't improved at all. No,
Chloe, that is the problem. That's the problem right there. Why wasn't that structure? Why wasn't that structure in these past 5 games that you were impressed with? Why wasn't it there consistently enough during the whole season?
I personally, obviously, I don't know the answer to that, but why can't you just take into consideration he's improved?
Because it's too little.
Chloe,
oh my God. 2-2.
Chloe, you made a point.
2-2.
Chloe, you made a point about like you were talking about like you having a son and being a single mom and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, stability in that, yeah.
And having stability. All right, fine. Though he may not have a dad, he still Archer still has stability. He has you, and regardless of what's going on, you are making the best out of the situation and raising him to the best of your ability, right? Obviously, you are.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's what I want. You, regardless of it, players being injured, whatever, make the best out of what you have. Not instead of just complaining all the time. Like, because you could be complaining.
Make do with what you have.
Like, with your, like, you gave an example of your actual life. You could be complaining all the time, but instead of doing that, you're making the best out of what you have.
Yeah, I fully understand that, but like, he clearly didn't the best. Obviously, he had injuries, so he could have made the best of what he had. I'm just baffled at how you can see that he's improved and would rather just chuck. Because to me,
wait. Let Chloe finish. Oh my God, 3-2. Fuck off. 3-2.
Chloe, I've seen he's improved. My thing is,
not to be the broider, but
yes,
like, I think we're getting stability mixed up with what's the word I'm looking for? It's completely gone out of my head. Stability. So you can have consistency. What? No, this is actually annoying me because I just had such a good point.
Take a minute. Take a
minute. Think about it. It's fine. My thing is, right?
I'm gonna hold on, Prime. 2 seconds. I'm gonna just shout. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. What a game this has been laid on. The Lapadula offside. All right, cool.
Like follow us on socials, people. Latimus Prime, Strasbourg Steve. I don't know if Chloe wants you to follow her, but
I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't
follow Chloe. But yeah. The thing is, I acknowledge the last 5 games. To be fair, I don't think we've been tactically perfect in all of them, but I acknowledge we've been great. We've been really good the last 5 games. Here's my thing, and I've been saying this all season, Steve, whether it be on Lewis's streams, whether it be on Sarcasm City, I've made tweets about this. Every time Poch has complained, I've quote tweeted it or I've said on streams, stop complaining and just start coaching.
Yes.
If Poch, even with all this going, that's why when Steve and I have had arguments about Eddie Howe being sacked, because he's making the best out of what he has. All these injuries he's dealing with, and that's why I've defended Eddie Howe. Steve, we've had this discussion. I've defended Eddie Howe and said he doesn't deserve to be sacked because he's making the best out of what he has. Poch has not made the best out of what he has. And the thing is, Chloe, Poch has a much better squad than Newcastle. Poch has a better squad than Spurs. Poch has a better squad than Man United. He has, in my opinion, a better squad than Villa. Or you can say it's on par with Villa. Why have we been 10th basically the majority of the season? Injuries to Reece James or whoever does not warrant us being that low. Because our squad is good enough. And it shows. And Chloe, it showed because these last 5 games, fine, people can say teams above us, they dropped points, but we capitalized on those points. We won our games and we finished 6th. So that shows me if Potter started coaching, say 10 games early or 5 games earlier, and we went on a 10-game unbeaten run, we could have finished top 4 because Villa dropped off. Poch could have had an even better end to the season and given himself. And Poch could have had a better end to the season and given himself even more positives to keep his job, but he didn't. He only started coaching the last 5 games.
One, I think that's to do with the fact that he's not getting all the players he wanted. 2 is down to the fact that I have moments with Archer where I just cannot think of something that will make him better. Well, not make him better. He's the best person.
But you still try something.
Yeah.
No, because sometimes as a single mom, I will think, oh my days, I give up. I can't think of something to help this child, right?
Yeah, but Chloe,
And-
you don't give yourself enough credit.
Like,
But
but
then-
okay,
Guess
fine.
what?
But
You know what giving up would be? You know what giving up would be?
No, the point I'm
You would be like, I'm just gonna give
no,
Archer
no,
to someone.
let her land. No, let her land. Let her land.
No, the
I'll let
point
her
I'm trying to make is that sometimes it will take me a little bit of help or a little bit of time even to eventually come up with something that is just magical, like Poch has done. Like I
But
do
you know,
things,
yeah. But
things later, and this is where stability comes in. Stability will help with coming up with ways to fix the squad. And that's also another reason why I just think bringing in another manager who's going to learn all the players. I don't think some of you can comprehend how long it actually takes for a squad to click with a new manager. Some of you expect this to happen within a game. It can't happen with just a game. It happened in a few weeks. And then you've got injuries coming in and out of the squad. That's also going to detriment your progress into clicking as a squad and the connection each player has with each other. And that's why I think, and I will stand on this hill, that it's taken Poch so long to finally click. I really do, because it isn't just going to happen within a few weeks or games. It really isn't. And I think I'm not saying you, but a lot of fans that I've seen on Twitter need to get that in their head. It's not going to click straight away, because I know for a fact there's going to be fans on Twitter who are going to, oh, here comes in so and so. I want instant results. That's never going to happen. Some of these players,
I know instant results can't happen.
Mode yet. Like it's gonna take a while, man. And I just think I really just think keeping Poch would have been the better option. But I feel like I'm losing this battle.
No,
Chloe,
I get what you mean, right? And like you Steve is right. You don't give yourself enough credit for what you do
I agree.
with Archer and
You have a
stuff.
hard
But here's
job,
the
by
thing:
the way.
even though fine, you know what? You're right. There are probably some days where like you feel like I don't want to say hopeless. That's the wrong word, but you feel like you may need some help or whatever, or you're struggling or whatever. I get that can happen, but like you don't just sit on like your ass and be like, "Oh, woe is me, I can't." You know, we've got injuries to Nkuku, so that's why we can't create. You know, I wasn't backed in the window, so that's why I can't do it. No, you make, like you said, you try and you make shit happen. You try your best with what you have, and you make it happen.
Can I just put in here?
Yeah.
When Nkunku was injured, Chuck Mameka was also injured. Who else could you play in the 10? No one really preferred Palmer. Yeah, cool. No one well, a lot of people particularly don't like Noni on the right. They prefer Palmer. So you've got Gallagher. But none of you like Gallagher in the 10 either.
I would have, but you know what Poch could have done? He could have switched and played a 4-3. He could have adapted. I've been saying play a 4-3-3 because I don't think a double pivot actually suits Caicedo and Enzo. Play a 4-3-3. That's how you get the best of Caicedo, Enzo, and Gallagher. And you can play Palmer off the right, Jackson up top, and say Sterling or Madueke on the left. He could have tried something. Or at the time when we had a lot of injuries, he could have played a back three and played Mudryk as a left wing back and Gusto on the right. He could have done something, and that's my problem. Where you can say all this stuff was against him, but he wasn't. My point is, Chloe, he had to try. You can't if things are going against you for whatever reason in life. If you don't even try, then you can't complain.
But that makes me laugh, because even if he had tried, before he even tried them things, I saw so many people say, don't you dare try back three. Don't you dare put Mudryk left wing back. Don't you dare do this, this, and this. He was always going to get shots
who
at.
cares?
But
he didn't. So try nothing.
We may as well.
That's like someone saying to you, but that's like someone say to you, like, oh, he has your son has no dad, yada yada yada, and you saying, you know what, you're right, and you're not doing anything for him. Like that doesn't make sense. That's probably a bad example to use, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, I get.
And I said to Poch, and I even said this about Potter as well on Sarcasm City when Tuchel got sacked and we were linked with Potter. I even said this on Sarcasm City, that Potter needs to come in, win over the fans, right? But don't give in to the demands of Chelsea fans. Play your philosophy. I said this about Poch. Play your philosophy or play out what you're trying to do. And he didn't do that. Instead of dropping Enzo because he wasn't working, he persisted with trying to shoehorn him in. He played Sterling for months during bad runs of form when he could have played Madueke or Mudryk out there. He played Gallagher during bad runs of form. He played not Cole Palmer, Caicedo during bad runs of form instead of doing something else. That's my problem with him. Like he didn't try more. He basically gave up for the majority of the season, and then he got his act together the last 5 games. That's like not going to school the majority of the year, but then you come in, you sit your test, and you complain why you failed. You failed because you didn't even try.
This is the thing. I'm obviously Poch
Yeah.
but I'm not going to sit here and say I don't have my doubts about him. I just think, in terms of a club as a whole, keeping him would have been better, and that's all I'm going to leave this at.
That's cool.
And I will obviously, if a new manager is going to come in, but if a new manager comes in and he does well, I will say, okay, fair enough. I was wrong.
Yes, and that's how it should be, Chloe. 100%. Because you're Chelsea.
Yeah, and just like for me, if Poch had stayed and he had done well, yeah, I would have given him credit and said, you know what? Maybe I was probably too harsh last season. Like, give him time. And I did give him time this season, Chloe. I gave him, like, even though I didn't like what I saw against Liverpool, I didn't come out and just automatically say, get him gone. Because I knew that people would respond back with saying,
there's a penalty.
No, you're saying that because he's experts. Give him time. I gave him the time, and it was still bad.
Possible penalty, by the way.
Like I will just say, if a new manager comes in and starts even just as bad as Poch, I will be saying some things, but I might obviously hold off until it's consistently bad.
If he starts as bad as Poch, yeah.
If he starts as bad as Poch or is the worst, I want these Poch out fans to be.
Well, no, because you have to defend him.
Why would I defend the person who replaced Poch? I'll be defending Poch.
No, because you defended Poch because it's the owner's fault. You defended him for being in a bad situation. So you've got to defend the new manager.
If a manager that isn't Poch came in and was just as bad, I'm going to be sat there going, "Lord, we should have kept Poch."
But no, but again, see, that's agenda then.
Yes.
That's like me. That's like me. If a new manager comes in next season or this season, whatever, and he's bad, but I defended him for being bad, then you would come out and say, but you slandered Poch for doing this, and now you're defending the new manager. That wouldn't be fair. You have to be consistent, right?
Well, yeah, no. If you started defending the new manager for doing things that Poch did that you wanted, which is the manager you wanted now, I'm going to be like, oh, you didn't like Poch for doing this.
Exactly. Just like for you, you need to defend the new manager if he starts off as bad as Poch, because you defended Poch.
No, I will sit here and say, "Lol, you all wanted this manager. We may as well have kept Poch," is what I will say, because I like Poch.
This is why I'm so I'm looking forward to watching you guys next year.
But crazy.
It's gonna be
okay. Whatever. I'm looking forward to Chelsea next season.
I will only be backing that new manager because it's Chelsea's manager and I support Chelsea. I won't be backing Chelsea's new manager because I think he's going to be better than Poch.
Artur steps up for Fiorentina. Scores 3-2 Fiorentina. They still got hope. Final 3-2 Fiorentina. What a good game. What an event, particularly the end. Real quick, Chloe, we'll talk more about Chelsea in very, very shortly. Prime, what did you think of the game overall? 3-2 Fiorentina final. Oh, you're on mute, Prime.
Sorry, I was muted. What did you say, sorry?
Yeah, what did you think of the game overall, Prime? What did you think of the game overall?
It was actually an entertaining game. Yeah, it was a good game. I liked it. All people enjoyed our entertainment. But yeah, Claudio Ranieri is
last game is manager. Yeah.
bro, it shows you time waits for no man or woman because it feels like only yesterday he won the league with Leicester, man.
Yeah, it's coming up on like 8 years ago. But yeah, you're right. It don't really feel that long ago. I remember that game so vividly when Hazard scored that goal versus Spurs at the
Yeah, and won
bridge.
the
I remember
league.
that very vividly. But they were so good that season, man. They were so good that season. And
So
they
good.
just came off a relegation battle it was a miracle they even survived that. Ranieri stepped in. They had Drinkwater. They had Vardy, Mahrez, Okazaki, Conte, Wes Morgan, Schmeichel. And it was a great example of like brilliant coaching. And that's what Ranieri for his whole career has done. He's been a brilliant coach. Not like top quality, but he's always been to places besides Chelsea, really. I'm actually check out his where else
He has a really good record. I mean, he's always been, and like for me, I thought until that Leicester when he won the league, I thought he was like the nearly man, someone who was because what he did for Chelsea, if not for the fact Arsenal went invincible, like we probably could have won that league. Like we were brilliant that season, but just ultimately not good enough to push. And people don't give him credit for building that squad before Jose came. People don't give Ranieri the credit for what he did. But yeah, I hope he enjoys retirement, man. He's had a brilliant career and he deserves it.
He's been managing since 1986.
It's a long time.
Every single year. So that's 36 years. 37.
Whoa, bro, managers don't get that. At the top level as well, managers don't get that sort of career, man.
He managed at Vigor La Mencia in it was at the time Vigor La Mencia were they in Serie A at the time? Oh wow. He took charge in 87. He actually started off, he made his name at Cagliari in the early 80s or the late 80s from 88 to 91. Like I said, he took them from Serie C to Serie A. Did a wonderful job there in the early, and then he went to Napoli for 2 years, Fiorentina. He was at Valencia again. And, so he was at Valencia from 97 to 98. I'll pull it up right now, actually. He was at Valencia from 97 to 98. And I think they made the Champions League final a year after. So he's always been at least a good setup, man, in terms of he'll go somewhere. Yeah, he went to Spain. So he finished fourth in La Liga, Champions League qualification. He actually won the Intertoto Cup and Copa del Rey with Valencia. So he's had silverware before the Leicester thing. He's been credited for putting Valencia back on track to subsequent. There you go. He's been putting Valencia back on track to subsequent success in the champs in La Liga, despite initially sitting in the lower half of the table upon his arrival. Under Ranieri, Valencia were known for their efficiency, defensive solidity in his tactically rigorous 4-4-2, as well as their high pressing to win possession and their ability to score from counters. What did Leicester do? That same thing. They play a 4-4-2 and they would counter like crazy. So he was always a good coach. He was responsible for development of several youth players like Claudio Lopez, Gaizka Mendieta, Javier Farinos, Miguel Angel Ungulo. He also signed some players that would become successful, like Santiago Canizares. Then he went to Atletico Madrid in 99. Unfortunately, they went into administration. So he kind of showed up at the wrong time.
He was at Atleti.
Yes, 99. And Atletico Madrid went to what's it called? They went into administration at the time. But he did have a good squad, though. Jose Molina, Capdevila, Ruben Baraja, Santiago Solari, Kiko, Juan Carlos Villarón. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was at Atletico Madrid. I never knew that. And then he went to Chelsea. When he first arrived at the London club, he could only speak limited English. However, the club had a few players who could speak Italian and Spanish and could translate it for him on the pitch. Ranieri's first season featured inconsistent results, with Chelsea reaching sixth place in the UEFA Cup spot. Ranieri being instructed to reduce the average age of the squad and worked with Chelsea to rebuild in summer 2001. They brought in Lampard from West Ham, Emmanuel Petit, and Budin Zenden from Barca, Jasper Gronker. He also signed Gallas from Marseille. He was criticized for selling fan favorite Dennis Wise and the fact Chelsea's league performance did not improve much season. Finished sixth again, but did reach the FA Cup final, losing 2-0 to Arsenal. 02-03 season, he was accused of over-rotating his squad. He was nicknamed the Tinker Man. I never knew that.
Yep. Yeah.
Finished the squad on a high, qualifying for Champions League after beating Liverpool 2-1 on the last day. Ranieri's given a large transfer fund when Abramovich took over. He spotted a meeting with Sven-Goran Eriksson. Ranieri spent 120 mil on players in the summer of 03. Damien Duff, Wayne Bridge, Joe Cole, Glenn Johnson, Juan Sebastian Veron, Crespo, Mekalele, Mutu. And then he got them runners up. So, yeah, he had a good career, man. Then he went back to Valencia. He won them he took over after Benitez, who went to Liverpool. And he won a Copa del Rey with Valencia, Intertoto Cup, UEFA Cup, and he won La Liga twice. Or sorry, that's what Rafa did. Ranieri made his successive signings: Marco Duval, Friar, Bernardo Carradi. Oh, so no, he won a Super Cup with Valencia. They were eliminated from Champions League 5-1 to defeat to Inter. Jesus. So he didn't do great the second time around. Then he went to Parma, went to Juventus when they just got back from Serie B. Got them third place. He ended in a war of words with new Inter manager Jose Mourinho, who had replaced him 4 years earlier at Chelsea. Mourinho criticized Ranieri for his old-fashioned mentality and for failing to win an important title as a manager in his career. This led to a temporary feud. He went to Roma as well. He did all right there. Fuck Roma, but he did all right there. He was the manager when Roma lost the Copa final to Inter when Inter won the treble. Ironically, again, it was Mourinho versus what's it called? Mourinho versus Ranieri. Then he went to Inter. He replaced Gasperini at Inter Milan about a decade and 2-3 years ago. So went to Monaco for a little bit. And he got Monaco back promoted from Ligue 2. Then he went and got Monaco to second place, 80 points behind champions PSG. Went to Greece. Then he went to Leicester. Then he went to Nantes, Fulham, Roma for a little bit, Sampdoria, Watford, and then back to Cagliari. So this guy been around the block for a minute. Very eventful career. Shout out to Ranieri. Always kind of appreciated the guy. His honors are winning the Serie C with Cagliari, Serie B promotion twice as well. He promoted Cagliari last year as well. People forget that. He got promoted last year. He won Serie B and a Coppa Italia with Fiorentina. Won a Copa del Rey and a Super Cup and Intertoto Cup with Valencia. Leicester City Premier League. So great career, man. You have to be of somewhat of a level to, like Prime said, to be around for 36 years at all these pretty decent clubs. So shout out to Ranieri. Hope he enjoys retirement. But any thoughts on Ranieri, guys? Anything else? What'd you think of Ranieri, Chloe? Or were you not around watching Chelsea back then?
I became a fan of Chelsea, I think, the year after he was our manager.
Oh, so Jose's second year?
I know him more for winning the league with Leicester because my mum's a Leicester fan. And I remember just being on a train home from Leicester in a Chelsea shirt with a load of Leicester fans as they won the league. And they all just gave me they all just jumped around me and gave me this group hug. So I don't really have much to say about Ranieri.
So you're a Glory Hunter Chelsea fan then. That makes sense.
Oh, because 4-year-old me knew what Chelsea were going to win. Yeah.
Hey, listen, man.
Listen,
Again,
man.
you picked the right club. You picked the right club. I hear it.
Of course I did. Like,
got
all my
Chris.
brothers but one was a Man United fan. Like, I picked the one that was a Chelsea fan.
That's fair.
But anyways, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys were watching the game, pick up to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the back and forth between Chloe and I. I just want people to know that it's all, it's all love. All's fair in
Yeah,
love
we
and
all
war.
get along. Yeah. Of course.
All's fair is love and war, and I did win the war on Potch. But
I'll win the war
someone
on Gallagher.
asked,
You are not winning the Gallagher war. I'm telling you.
Of course,
War on
yes, I
Gallagher.
am. Yes, I am.
You're going 0 for 2, bro. You're going 0 for 2.
You know what, Chloe? Actually, you know what, Chloe? Now Potch is gone. Gallagher can stay. It's fine.
No, to be fair, Gallagher was
Wow.
more likely to stay if Potch was in.
That's
so.
shocking. Prime, that's
No,
shocking.
hey, Gallagher's going to be a squad player under the next manager, man. So I don't care.
No, he's
No.
getting.
I've said Gallagher's a squad player. So someone asked, I can't find it. Someone asked, you guys won't be able to change each other's minds. I don't think this is about changing. The discussion is about changing each other's minds.
We're exchanging
voicing
opinions.
opinion. Yeah.
That's all it is. But yeah, we will be doing a Steve-O and Chloe show. We're gonna reflect on Newcastle United season first, then we'll do Chelsea's because I need to talk about something else for at least 5 minutes about something else besides
Another
Chelsea.
podcast. I'm done. See, no, we're not talking about Chelsea. We're not talking about Chelsea.
Well, we'll do it after the fucking what's it called? We'll do it after we spend a bit of time on Newcastle season. Which is to say the least. But yeah, big up everybody. Thanks for joining. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that. Big up Chris. I've not replaced you. We'll do a Barcelona and Spurs review.
You just say best decision you've made. I mean, peace.
Shout out Chris. I have a feeling Prime and Chloe would fight in the Chelsea section. Well, maybe they'll fight in the Newcastle.
Fight in the Chelsea section.
I don't know. But anyways.
Now, Prime, we're not fighting. We're just going to talk. We've had our debate now. Yeah, we've had our debate now.
Well, but we'll do it again because it's a different format. We'll see. You'll see what
It's Chloe the one that's fighting with me. I won, so
yeah, exactly.
Potch is gone.
But anyways, look, big up. Thanks for joining. Redirecting to Steve on Close Shot. We'll start that in about 10 minutes. But yeah, peace out, everybody. Have a good one. Take care. Peace.
Potch in.